Testing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're just minutes away from kickoff. Brian Erickson along Dick Mason. Dick, should be fun tonight.
I think so. It's exciting when you got, a couple rivals like McMinnville and Newberg. But beautiful evening. Little gray sky, but no rain. Doesn't look like it's going to rain. And a lot of people here already.
All righty, stay tuned. We've got kickoff moments away in the pregame show here on yamhilltoday.com. What is Big Box Returns?
Big Box is rugs.
Big Box is refrigerators.
Big Box is pillows.
Big Box is air filters.
Big Box is luggage.
Big Box is sporting goods and American Girl movie night.
Big Box is flooring.
Big Box is bedding.
So that means Big Box is lighting.
Big Box Returns. Open Saturday and Sunday, 9 to 5. Andrew Physical Therapy, Orthopedic and Sports Rehab wants to see you make a full and quick recovery so that you can get back into life and the things that you like to do. Their friendly staff will listen and encourage and guide you through each step of the rehabilitation process. From low back pain to post-surgical rehabilitation after a shoulder surgery or knee replacement, they are here to help. They also offer treatment for sports injuries and hands-on personal training for those who want to perform at their athletic best. Andrew Physical Therapy, Orthopedic, and Sports Rehab. Give them a call at 503-435-1900. It's time for high school football here on yamhilltoday.com. Sullivan's going to hand off to Rapp. Right up the middle. Breaks one tackle, two tackles. Then he go into the end zone. Touchdown, Grizzlies. Dropping back at Sullivan. He double pumps. He goes to the far side. Has a man wide open. And it's caught. And it's going to be touchdown, Grizzlies. This season's broadcast is brought to you by Willamette Valley Medical Center, Andrew Physical Therapy, Bethany Abe Lynn at Edward Jones, Big Box Returns, Les Schwab Tires of McMinnville, Macy & Sons Funeral Directors, and Willamette Valley Orthopedic and Sports Medicine. They're going to throw it. Sullivan throws across the middle. It is caught and walking into the end zone. Touchdown Grizzlies is Gabe Blanco. Now let's head over to the press box. Here's Jeff Ivey and Brian Erickson. And welcome, Brian Erickson, not with Jeff Ivey tonight, but I got the one and only Dick Mason. And Dick, you talked about it a little bit earlier. It's going to be a beautiful night for a football game.
Absolutely. Weather's great. Temperature's nice. No wind to speak of that I can see. And I don't think there's any threat of rain. It looks ideal. And, I see across the field, I can see already we've got a lot of people here from McMinnville, most wearing red, or a lot of them wearing red or black. And some in T-shirts, but most wearing, I think, jackets, what I'd want. And I see a lot of cars. These are the people that know how to get over here and where to park. I didn't, but they're all coming around the back. So I think a lot of people are going to be here tonight. Yeah, it should be a great game here tonight. Both teams come in at 3-1. Both teams having lost last week. Newberg in a tough one, Dick, in a really close battle where they had opportunities to win that game. They did, and I was here for most of the game, and I left just what was over, but I thought Newberg had it in the bag. I was really surprised that they lost it because the momentum definitely shifted, and it looked like they were going to win it, but they were calling a lot of penalties in that game. last week, which it got a little distracting.
That was against Mountainside. Final score there, 23-21. And then on the road, the Grizzlies, they lose 35-7 against a tough, big, physical Lake Oswego team.
And they're one of the best teams in the state. Yeah, I think so. That's that's not really an indication of how good they are.
Right. All righty. Hey, we are here at Lauren Douglas Field here tonight. It is homecoming. It's McMinnville Newberg. Don't go away. We've got more of the pregame show coming up right after this.
Transitions in life. Sometimes it's difficult. One of the biggest transitions is when a loved one leaves us. Macy & Son is there for you, a trusted friend for 5 generations in Yamhill County. At that time, you will have lots of questions, and you need someone to walk with you every step of the way. Burial or cremation, and a myriad of options. Let Macy & Son walk that journey with you. Macy & Son McMinnville, 5 generations helping with funeral and family needs.
What is Big Box Returns?
Big Box is rugs.
Big Box is refrigerators.
Big Box is pillows.
Big Box is air filters.
Big Box is luggage.
Big Box is sporting goods and American Girl movie night.
Big Box is flooring.
Big Box is bedding.
So that means Big Box is lighting.
Big Box Returns. Open Saturday and Sunday, 9 to 5.
Nice rendition of the national anthem by the Newberg High School Band.
It is glad to be back here on this Friday night. And Dick, we talk about the weather all the time, but with these turf fields, it really doesn't make that much of a difference because you still got a lot of the traction that you wouldn't have on a grass field. I happened to be at the game last week at Springfield on a on a real grass field. Quite the different experience, and the weather doesn't play a part, but it could later in the night. It kind of sweats a little bit and kind of gets slippery. It could be something that affects us in the second half.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it'd be interesting to see. But looking at the two teams, I always tend to eyeball them, and Newberg looks bigger to me. But maybe that's just because they're closer.
It'll be fun to see how they come out. I'm really impressed by the way that the Grizzlies have handled themselves in games. But they really, if you look at their schedule, they're 3-0 going into last week's game. They had a blowout, and they had a blowout against Ridgeview, Forest Grove, and then a close one against McNairy. What team comes in here tonight and which one shows up is going to be the key.
That's right, and I think it could go either way.
Alrighty.
So we got the captains getting ready to go out to the center of the field for the coin flip.
The captains for tonight, Noah Dykeman is one of the captains for Newberg. Mikey Amari, one of the other ones. And Cole Thomas, as well as Walker Hilton. Try to get the Grizzlies captains. I believe Bryce Wilson is one of them over there, trying to sort it out. Not used to having them on the opposite side half the time, but they are there. But we get ready for tonight's action. McMinnville comes in here and we'll run the ball. They will do that a lot tonight, and you'll see that happen, and you'll see them try to use Kane Sullivan at that quarterback position quite a bit. And I think the way Kane goes, the way the Grizzlies go. And the Tigers will receive the ball first as they won the toss. And the Grizzlies captains is Kellen Strong, as well as Gabe Blanco, and also in there Hayden Briggs and Grayson Seahaver as we get ready here for the kickoff just a couple minutes before 7 o'clock here on this Friday night. Thanks for watching us and listening to us here on YamHillToday.com.
Now, describing this field, I guess we've got the baseball field at one end. And it's kind of like the hills over there on the other.
Yeah, if you kind of go over to the hills over there, you can see, and we can show them to you now because later on in the game, definitely you might see a few lights up there. That's about it.
But, yeah, it's a beautiful view.
It really is as we get ready for kickoff. And the Tigers will receive. The Tigers are wearing their blue uniforms, gray helmets. I love that look. Also gray pants as well. The Grizzlies are going to be in their all whites with the black and red trim and red helmets as we get ready to kick off here to start this ball game. Kicking for the Grizzlies will be Bryce Wilson. He'll kick it off from the 40-yard line.
Bryce got a pretty good foot.
Yes, he does. And one thing we've talked about this year is that he can put it through the end zone quite often. And we'll see what he decides to do here. Back to receive will be Parker Selner. Selner standing in his own 9-yard line with Bryce's foot, as you said, Dick. Sometimes goes over his head and goes deep into the end zone. So let's see which way he does it. The wind doesn't seem to be too much of an issue tonight.
No, I really can't see that it's appreciable in either direction, but the flag is just hanging straight down.
That's a good thing for Bryce, I think.
Yeah.
Either that or he'll take the wind with him. But he does have a strong foot, which definitely is a big thing to have on your team because you start the other team out the 20 pretty much every time that you have a kickoff.
So they're waiting for, I think, something with a clock.
Yeah, you have to get 7 o'clock. We were all early, ready to go.
Yeah.
That's a good thing. It's a good thing. We just hit 7 o'clock. As we get ready to get things going, Bryce Wilson, the junior, steps back, make sure he's got all his guys ready. Hands are up, and here we go. Here on YamHillToday.com, here's the kick, and it's going to be a high one, but it's going to be returnable. And it's going to be taken about the 13-yard line, goes across the 20, going to go to the other side, cuts to the middle, breaks one across the 30, still on his feet to the 35, and a pretty good run back there by the Tigers and Selner, the sophomore. And they'll have pretty good field position to start off here in this ball game. Jeremy Johnson, the head coach for the Tigers. Let's see what they come out here. And I've heard they like to run the ball, Dick.
Well, I got the impression they won the flip. It kind of surprised me. Usually teams defer.
Yeah, high school, though, they try to mix it up, it seems like, doesn't it?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Well, I think it makes a statement.
Yeah.
If they can, operate their offense.
It really does. And if they can get it going, and that's where you have confidence and put confidence in your team as well, I think. All righty, as they come out here now. Here is the handoff, going to go on the right side. And maybe a short gain there. Pick up there by Isaac Heveron. Heveron, the 6-foot senior, goes forward, and he picks up about 3.5, 4 yards. Quarterback for the Tigers is Cole Thomas, as Thomas is a 6-foot junior for the Tigers.
I saw in their warm-ups, throws pretty well, so we'll see if he throws the ball here in the next couple downs.
He's got trips here on the near side. He has a guy in motion. He's going to hand it off to the guy in motion. He's going to cut it right up the middle. Almost loses the ball, but he goes forward, and he gets a first down and more as he gets across midfield. And a strong run there by Heveron. He was finally taken down. I think it was Kellen Strong, but not before he picked up about 13 yards there. And a Newberg first down for the first one of the night.
That's right. So the Tigers now with the ball barely in McMinnville territory.
Shotgun formation. They throw maybe a behind the scrimmage pass, but it is caught. Going to go forward. Going to pick up about 7.5, 8 yards. I don't know if it was kind of a bubble screen or what, but Leo Kilon, the junior, with the reception, and he gets 7.5, 8 yards as he gets to the 42-yard line. This Tiger offense is moving early in this ball game. .10:24 and counting. Tigers are looking over. Get the signal. As Heveron is, Cole Thomas is there. I thought Heveron may be in motion, maybe not him, but they're going to hand off to the big fullback. He's hit behind the scrimmage, but he spins out of it, goes forward, back to the line of scrimmage. A tough run there by Walker Hilton, and he may have got back to the line of scrimmage is all, but a good job there by the Grizzly defense coming in there. And Gavin McGurven hit them probably first, or ended up with them anyway. Going to bring up third down and 2.
Yeah, McGurven was right in there, several of the Grizzlies, but yeah, they stopped him in his tracks in that place, so it's third down.
Newberg taking their time. They like to run this ball. And they like to take time off the clock, and we're at 9:23 and counting to go here in the first quarter. Thomas shotgun formation, going to dump it off across the middle. It's picked off. Wilson gets it over at the 40. He's got some room, and he's going to be taken down, though. Good job at coming back by the quarterback who threw the interception. But a pickoff there by Bryce Wilson. Right place, right time.
That was a beautiful interception. Stepped in front of it, got it, and, talk about catch and run.
That was perfect. That's exactly what the Grizzlies defense needed, especially after a tough game last week, as they are going to step up now and see what their offense can do. Kane Sullivan is your quarterback. And I think wherever Kane goes, the Grizzlies go here tonight, as we're at 9:10 to go here in the first quarter. And in the backfield, you've got Blanco and Church, I believe. And here's they're going to take way too much time, I think. That's a tough one because you get the ball and delay of game, going to bring it back 5 yards. For McMinnville, extends the field.
That's unfortunate.
They called the other way, Dick.
Oh, it was they called offside.
I didn't see offside. I didn't even see
it was
okay.
offside against Newberg.
All righty, it's going to be.
That's not so bad.
No, we'll take that. 1st and 5 now. You've got Church and Blanco in the backfield. 2 receivers here on the near side. Blanco's going to go in motion to the right side. Grizzlies going from our right to our left. Handoff, no. Kane Sullivan's going to keep it, and he's going to spin, across the midfield. He still spins his way for a gain of 2 as he gets to the 50-yard line.
And he really worked for those 2 yards.
And that's the one thing is, he does that so often that he gets that handoff into the running back, and he'll wait to see if the defender commits, and if he does, he pulls it right out, which can be a little interesting too if he doesn't have control of that ball.
So good field position here for the Grizzlies.
2nd down and 3. Church is in the backfield. Sullivan shotgun formation, 2 receivers on each side. Hand off to Church. He's going to break through, and he's going to go on the left side only for a pickup of a couple before he was taken down. Try to get a number. It is number 11 on there. That was, and take my glasses off. That's Nolan Dykeman, the senior. He stops him a yard short. Going to bring up 3rd and 1 from the 48-yard line of the Tigers. We've just hit the 8-minute mark here in the first quarter. Glad to have you here on YamHillToday.com. Brian Erickson along with Dick Mason here tonight. Big third down. Sullivan's going to keep it. Going to go on the left side. He's going to tuck it, and he's going to go forward. I think he may have enough for a first down, but then he kind of went backwards. Good job defensively by the Tigers. But Sullivan does get a first down as he gets to the 46-yard line for McMinnville.
Yep, they're moving the chains. You know, great opportunity for Grizzlies, particularly after Newberg decides they want to take
right.
the kickoff, and
right.
Things are not going out their way.
Well, if you can win the first half and then you get it back in the second half, that's always a bonus. Let's see, though, as we're 7:21 and counting to go here in the first quarter. Church is in the backfield. Sullivan shotgun formation. He's going to look to the left, looks to the center, and he throws a bad pass. And it may have been deflected, but it was intended here for Strong. But it was just like nose down into the turf.
Yeah, it was too low, and I think that he was definitely trying to keep it low because there were defenders there. But, it was not only not catchable, it was incomplete before it even got to him.
Second down and 10. Church is in the backfield. In motion is Blanco. And they're going to throw it to Blanco. It's going to be a forward pass. Kind of bobbles it, but he catches it. He's going to run forward for positive yards. Gets across the 40 into the 35. Down, we'll see who they mark him. Keep going down to the 31-yard line. And a nice job there by Blanco to just kind of run the tightrope there on the far side.
That's right. Another first down for the Grizzlies.
They'll take that as we are 7:04 to go here in the first quarter. No score. This is the Grizzlies' first possession of the ball game. Sullivan draws back, looks to the right side, throws to the right side, has a receiver, and it is... Did he catch it? No.
Ooh, that was close.
It was almost intercepted over on the far side. In fact, I think the defender ended up with it, but they're going to say he was out of bounds. That was a tough one. That was just a jump ball for both the receiver and the defender there.
Good call, though. You know, I like that first down. You know, stretches out the field and
definitely
keeps Newberg alert. But good opportunity here for the 31-yard line early in the game.
That was Eddie Buck, who was the defender on the far side for Newberg. It is second down and 10. Trips here on the near side. Sullivan's going to keep it, going to run to the right, and he's going to be hit and then power slam down near the 26-yard line. Going to be pick up about 4 or 5 yards. They're going to mark him down the 27-yard line, so we'll call it 5 yards for the Tigers. And that's one thing. They're going to try to mix it up, Dick. They're going to try to throw. They're going to run. But it's all going to go through Mr. Sullivan.
Yep, and he's a good runner. But, boy, I get nervous watching him carry the ball over and over. It's too valuable to the team, but we'll see.
He does take a lot of hits, definitely. All righty, as we're at 6:21 and counting. Here in the first quarter, still no score.
Big
Sullivan. Yes, it is. He throws to the right, has a receiver, is caught, and does he drop it? No, let's see. They're going to say he did catch it, but then he's out at about the 19-yard line.
First down.
That was strong. They're going to say he had it long enough. The ball did pop out, but they're saying he had it. It will be 1st and 10 from the 19.
I like the way McMinnville's moving the ball down here.
They are doing a good job of moving it. And especially after last week's game, it's nice to see. And then we've got a flag coming in. It's going to be a flag. Let's see, it's going to be offsides again. It is.
It is against Newberg, so that's going to take it all the way down, about the 14?
Second one called on them tonight. We're at 5:45 to go in the first quarter. Still no score. Grizzlies threatening. Trips here on the near side. Sullivan is going to run to the right. He's got a blocker in Church, and he's going to go forward, and he is hit out of bounds after he picks up about 3 or 4 yards. Let's see where the mark is. Maybe 2 or 3 yards, I should say, down near the 11-yard line. Going to be short of a first down by a yard.
Yeah, very close to that first down, though.
Second down and 1. As they're going to come up with no huddle or quick huddle here. Trying to catch Newberg in a little momentum game here. And we've got single coverage here on the near side. And let's see if they try to go for it. No, Sullivan's going to keep it, run to the right side inside the 5, down near the 2-yard line. He's going to be taken down. They're going to say he stays in bounds. but it's going to be a first down and a lot more for the Grizzlies.
And, boy, he got the ball and he went for it. I mean, there's no question in his mind he was going to try to get the end zone.
And here they go quickly once again. Sullivan, shotgun formation. He's going to hand it off. No, he's going to keep it, roll around the right side, stiff arm spin, touchdown Grizzlies. Kane Sullivan with the score for McMinnville with 5:16 to go here in the first quarter. Nice drive there by the Grizzlies.
Absolutely. They kicked off and turned around and scored first.
I'll take that all day long as I will try to get the points up there for McMinnville. As Wilson will come on to kick the extra point for McMinnville. Actually, it looks like they might go for 2 now. Let's see what they do. They're going to high snaps, and Sullivan's going to pick it up. Going to roll around the right side. He's just going to throw it to the end zone, and it is intercepted. No good, and it will continue to stay 6-0. Wow. Hilton with the interception to deny the 2-point conversion. 5:16 left to go in the first quarter. Grizzlies strike first. You're watching Yamhill Today. Don't go away. We'll be back right after this. If you're looking for a financial advisor located here in McMinnville, Bethany Ablin has you covered. She has a holistic approach and understands what is most important to you, using an established process to build personalized strategies and partnering with you throughout your life to help keep you on track. Her investment philosophy is a long-term approach with an emphasis on quality, durability, historical context, and common sense. Give Bethany at Edward Jones a call at 503-472-0555. And go Grizzlies!
Caring creates healthier lives and healthier communities. And when you need health care, we're here for you, providing medical expertise with a human touch, right here at home, whenever you may need us. From welcoming newborns into the world to life-changing surgeries, routine health screenings to life-saving emergency care, we're here to provide compassionate, high-quality health care to you and your loved ones. From the routine to the unforeseen, we're here for you.
As we come back here, the kick is out, and Wilson, I didn't even see Dick to go all the way out or to go through the end zone here.
You know, it was over kind of around the corner. I had a hard time seeing as well, but I think it was definitely out.
Yeah, it's in that dead zone here as we do have it. But glad to have you here on this Friday night, as they're going to talk about what to do now. It will be out of bounds. It will be on the 35-yard line. And we get ready. You know, one thing the Pac-12 does this year, I found out, is they only take 45-second breaks on the field. They don't even get the kickoffs on the radio this year.
Really? Wow.
Jerry Allen told me that the other day.
Interesting.
So I'll talk more about that later. 1st and 10 with 5:16 to go. Here come the Tigers, and they're going to hand it off and just go busting through for about 7 yards. And a nice run there by Hilton. Hilton is going to be the guy that they rely on, looks like, here tonight. Looks like he may have got banged up a little bit as he's going to come limping off a little bit. So he's going to be all right after a pickup of 7 to make it 2nd and 3.
Very quick handoff. It almost surprised me how quickly he hit the line.
Yeah, I mean, they do it so quick and, you know, so effective, too, because it throws the guys off on the internal line as well. 2nd and short does open up a lot of things for you as they are in shotgun formation. Here, dropping back, looking to the right, and throwing is incomplete. Thomas's pass was intended here in the near side for Tyler Owens, and just a little bit high and through his hands. Going to bring up a 3rd down and 3. Nice route there, though.
It was.
4:30 to go here in the first quarter. Grizzlies lead 6-0 right now over the Tigers. Grizzly fans still coming in over there on the far side. We'll maybe get a shot of them later on, but it's nice to see a packed stands over on the far side as well. Here we go. 2 receivers here on the near side. Thomas is going to keep it, and he's going to be hitting them back in the line, behind the line of scrimmage, but he goes forward, breaks the tackle, and fights his way, and he is going to get a 1st down. Nice run there by the quarterback, Thomas. He did a good job of just following his blockers and going forward.
Yep, and it was like he wanted to show Sullivan, hey, I can run too.
Yes, indeedy. Sullivan's going to say, but I was in the end zone. No. But it's still early, though, right?
Yes.
All righty. We're at 4:10 now and counting. As they come out here with two receivers here on the near side, none on the far side. Wide open as the Grizzlies show blitz. And Thomas is going to take his time. He's going to hand it off to the back. He's going to go forward, and he's going to lunge his way for another big gain of 5 yards, if not a little bit more. And that's the one thing that they do so well is just on first down, just push that line. And Heverson did that there, picked up 6 yards, actually.
Yeah, it looks like Newberg is definitely controlling the line of scrimmage.
That is exactly what's happening. And you said it, Dick. They've got some guys, some big guys on the line, and they are doing exactly that. 2nd down and 4 now. 3:22 and counting. Two receivers here on the near side. Tigers are going to throw it. No, he's actually going to keep it as Thomas is going to go with a little curl, and he gets across the 40, and he goes out of bounds in front of there's a flag comes flying in front of the Tiger bench as there was a late hit there by the Grizzlies. Grayson Seahaver, I don't think it was malicious. He tried to pull up, but he still ran into him, and it's going to be a penalty against McMinnville after a big first down run there of at least 9-10 yards. As he got to the 39-yard line, they will mark it off on after that.
Have to remember, the Tigers were moving the ball before the interception.
Yeah.
Before they turned it over, and they're moving it again.
Big 15-yard penalty does help that. Unfortunately, it has been pretty easy for the Tigers to move the ball. Unfortunately, a big penalty there. Takes it down to the 24-yard line. 1st and 10. Thomas gets under center. He's going to hand it off on the right side, and breaking through is Hilton. Gets inside the 20 and Heverson, I should say, gets down to the 19-yard line. And another nice run there by Isaac Heverson, the senior, and picks up 5 yards. They do a good job of picking up big yardage on first down. There's another one there. Pick up a 5.
That's right.
2:45 and counting.
Inside the 20.
Grizzlies see what they can do on defense as they are going to put a guy over on the far side. It's Chris Bauman, single coverage. They try some isolation over there. They're going to look to the center of the field. They're going to throw it to the center field. Wide open. Touchdown. Just like that. Perfect pass there by Thomas to Dykeman. And he was right there. And that play was well developed. And the Tigers have tied this ball game.
A very well executed play. All the way play action, and guy was wide open in the end zone.
As they come up here, and I'm just going to try to find, there we go. Now let's see if they decide to just do the regular kick or what. As we do have a tie game, this might be a position they try to go for 2. And they do. A high snap, just like we saw down the other side. And they're going to pick it up, and they're going to hit and get hit back at the 20, and that will end it. So we've had 2 high snaps here in this ball game, 1 for each team. And we've got a tie ball game with 2:24 to go in the first quarter, 6-6. Don't go away. More of the first quarter coming up here on YamhillToday.com.
McMinnville Les Schwab is a proud sponsor of Grizzly football on Yamhill Today. When you shop at Les Schwab, they promise you the best tire value. This means you get free peace of mind protection and free lifetime tire and mileage care included in your purchase. McMinnville Les Schwab. They want to be the neighbor down the street you know and trust. We thank McMinnville Les Schwab for their support of McMinnville Grizzly football.
At Willamette Valley Orthopedics and Sports Medicine, their orthopedic surgeons specialize in diagnosing, preventing, and treating disorders and injuries that affect muscles, tendons, nerves, ligaments, bones, joints, and other connective tissues. Willamette Valley Orthopedics and Sports Medicine strive to give you the highest quality of care with the most up-to-date orthopedic surgical techniques and non-operative treatments to help you get back into doing the things you enjoy. Their goal is to help you live your life to the fullest. Give them a call at 503-435-4520. Willamette Valley Orthopedics and Sports Medicine. As we come back here, and the Tigers kick the ball through the end zone, and the Grizzlies will take it back at the 20-yard line, as we have got a good game here tonight with 2:24 to go, 6-6. Impressive drive there by the Tigers, Dick.
Yes, and really it was kind of surprising to me that they didn't go and at least get the lead. To have a tied game at this point surprises me.
Yeah, I think the high snap by both teams.
Both teams.
A little awkward, but
Yeah.
As we get ready here for the Grizzlies' second possession, and very effective on that first drive for McMinnville. Sullivan's going to hand it off, going to go on the far side, breaking one tackle, breaking a second tackle. The Grizzlies going, and that's Blanco's. He gets across midfield. Let's see where they mark on Blanco with a huge run, and he does. He gets to the 46-yard line. Nice job there by Gabe.
Yeah, about a 30-yard run, and I liked how smoothly he just ran down the sideline once he got out there in the open.
Yeah, he did a really good job there, and he's such a tightrope walker over there. It's kind of cool to see, and very effective. He can stay in bounds for an extra 7-8 yards at the end. 2:16 to go here in this first quarter, tied up at 6. Sullivan gets it, and he's going to be hit. No, he's going to go backwards. Now he's going to try to run it. He's going to get open room on the far side. Gets across the 20, 35, and he sidesteps it down inside the 30. Let's see where they mark it. And Kane Sullivan with a huge run to the 26-yard line.
That was amazing because they almost had him in the backfield, but he spun around and found some daylight over on the far side and turn it into a big gain.
Yeah, you're right. And they should have had him down, really, because he ran right into the tackler, but he spun his way out. And it's nice to have speed like Kane does. And he picks up a big first down, and 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line, 2:06 to go. Hand off in the backfield, going to go across to the right side. And going to get inside near the 20-yard line. Carson Thomas, I believe. And we haven't seen Carson. I said his name too much this year, but a big run there as he gets to the 20-yard line. Of course, I think he may be filling in for Tyler Ackerman, who's out this week. And it's going to bring up 2nd down and 3, maybe 4 after a gain of 6.5 yards there. And we're at the 1:35 mark to go here in the first quarter. Strong is going to go over to the far side with Blanco. And I believe it is Wilson here on the near side. They're going to hand it off to Carson, and Carson almost lost it. That was a tough one, a low handoff down near his hip there, but he's able to hold on to it and pick up a Grizzly first down.
Yeah, that looked a little precarious there for a few moments.
Yes, it did. At the 16-yard line now as they come on here. Taking their time.
About a minute left.
6-6 is our score. Single coverage here on the near side. They're going to play a little zone, I guess. They throw it to the right side. A little crossing pattern, and Blanco catches it, and he is driven out of bounds at the 11-yard line. Pick up about 5 yards.
That's odd they didn't stop the clock. I guess they said he stopped him before he went out of bounds.
2nd down now as we are under 26 seconds to go here in this ball game. Grizzlies in their standard formation on the far side is Wilson this time. This could be the last play of the quarter. And it's going to be a keeper and going to roll around the right side. Stutter steps inside the 10, still on the 5. Kane's pushing, gets inside the 5. And a huge run there by Kane Sullivan as we are down near the end of the quarter. It is going to be another Grizzly first down, I do believe.
Yep, I think he got the first down.
And that will end the first quarter of play. So after one, McMinnville and Newberg tied up at 6. And we've got a lot of action coming up here on YamhillToday.com. Don't go away. We'll be right back.
At Willamette Valley Orthopedics and Sports Medicine, their orthopedic surgeons specialize in diagnosing, preventing, and treating disorders and injuries that affect muscles, tendons, nerves, ligaments, bones, joints, and other connective tissues. Willamette Valley Orthopedics and Sports Medicine strive to give you the highest quality of care with the most up-to-date orthopedic surgical techniques and non-operative treatments to help you get back into doing the things you enjoy. Their goal is to help you live your life to the fullest. Give them a call at 503-435-4520. Willamette Valley Orthopedics and Sports Medicine.
What is Big Box Returns?
Big Box is rugs.
Big Box is refrigerators.
Big Box is pillows.
Big Box is air filters.
Big Box is luggage.
Big Box is sporting goods and American Girl movie night.
Big Box is flooring.
Big Box is bedding.
So that means Big Box is lighting.
Big Box Returns. Open Saturday and Sunday, 9 to 5. And welcome back here. Brian Erickson along with Dick Mason. Second quarter of action starting right now. Grizzlies threatening first and goal from the 5-yard line. Sullivan, shotgun formation. You've got Church in the backfield for the Grizzlies. High snap. Sullivan drops on the ground, but he picks it up. He's going to go to the right side, and he's going to just run out of bounds, and then he's thrown down on the far side. But it is going to be maybe a gain back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all. That could have been disastrous there, Dick.
That was amazing that he picked that up and was able to, again, showing his speed to get out of trouble. And I thought for a moment he might even get into the end zone.
And they may have even given him a yard there, as they do mark the ball at the 4-yard line. As they come up here now, trips over on the far side. Church here in the backfield. Sullivan looking over the defense. He's going to keep it, run to the right side, has a blocker. He goes, he spins, goes into the end zone. Touchdown, Grizzlies. Kane Sullivan, which is the second score of the night. And that's exactly what they needed there to answer after the Tigers tied this game up.
Now it'll be interesting to see if they can get the hike right. It'd be refreshing after
it would be,
two over the head of the quarterbacks.
Both teams struggling with the snap after the touchdown. Grizzlies now are going to kick the extra point, is what they are going to do. Wilson on to attempt it. Snap is good. The kick is up, and the kick is good as well. That's exactly what they needed right there. Our score, 13-6. Grizzlies in the lead. 11:49 to go. Don't go away. We'll be back right after this.
Transitions in life. Sometimes it's difficult. One of the biggest transitions is when a loved one leaves us. Macy & Son is there for you. A trusted friend for 5 generations in Yamhill County. At that time, you will have lots of questions, and you need someone to walk with you every step of the way. Burial or cremation, and a myriad of options. Let Macy & Son walk that journey with you. Macy & Son McMinnville, 5 generations helping with funeral and family needs.
Andrew Physical Therapy, Orthopedic and Sports Rehab wants to see you make a full and quick recovery so that you can get back into life and the things that you like to do. Their friendly staff will listen and encourage and guide you through each step of the rehabilitation process. From low back pain to post-surgical rehabilitation after a shoulder surgery or knee replacement, they are here to help. They also offer treatment for sports injuries and hands-on personal training for those who want to perform at their athletic best. Andrew Physical Therapy, Orthopedic, and Sports Rehab. Give them a call at 503-435-1900.
As we come back here, Wilson to kick off, and he does kick it and is taken at the 1-yard line by the Tigers. Going to go across the 10, 15, and down to the 22. And a pretty good return there by the Tigers. And that was Parker Sellner, I believe, on the return. And now let's see what the Grizzly defense, Dick, can do.
Yeah, this is going to be a big test because both teams seem to be moving the ball pretty well.
Yeah.
But at some point, it would be nice. I mean, the Grizzlies, the reason they're ahead is because they had that interception in the early part of the game. And, you know, they need another stop or a turnover of some kind to just, otherwise it's just going to be back and forth all night.
And the last team with the ball is going to win, right?
Yeah.
Here's an update from Oregon State. Oregon State leading 7-0 over Utah right now as they're getting ready to go into the second quarter. 7-0 Beavers on top of the Utes. And here is a direct snap to the back and really nowhere to run that time. Jacob Brammer trying to kind of almost doing the direct snap, almost sweep here, and may have lost about 3 yards back to the 20-yard line. The Grizzlies had that snuffed out.
They did, and you can see a lot of energy there from McIrvin and some of the other linemen there. They do not want the Newberg line to control them.
Right. McIrvin has done so well this season, coming up with some big tackles for the Grizzlies. It's great to see him being active here tonight as well, as we are at the 11-minute mark to go here in the second quarter. 13-6, Grizzlies in the lead. Thomas, shotgun formation, low snap. He's going to keep it, roll around the right side, right up through the middle of the line. Breaks one tackle, breaks the second tackle, gets a first down or more, and still on his feet, and he takes a hard hit at the 41-yard line. And then a flag comes flying in as well, but a nice run there by Thomas. He kind of picked in, kind of chose where he wanted to go, and he was like perfectly in picking the open hole.
Yeah, he hit it fast, and turned it into a big run.
They are going to say it is Parker Seller with the run. And so, he did get a first down and a lot more to the 41-yard line. And the Grizzlies, just with a personal foul, looks like now as well. And that's going to add on more yardage for them. Parker Sellner, a sophomore, with a huge run there. As he's coming back out there, like Sellner is in at quarterback now.
Yeah, he came out and did something to adjust his helmet. But
that moves the ball way out to the 44-yard line as well. As Sellner in at QB for the Tigers now. Great field position as they have it down at the 44. He drops way back, throws it right up the middle, has a receiver double coverage though, picked up and caught. What a reception there down near the 9-yard line. And that was to Thomas. Cole Thomas, who wasn't a quarterback, just went up there and just took it out of the defender's hand. What a catch there by Thomas.
That surprised me because Sellner, he looked confident, went back to throw, and then he just heaved it.
Yeah.
It had a lot of elevation. But, he got his man.
Thomas doing a good job of coming up with the reception. 10 minutes to go here in the second quarter. Tigers, they are threatening now as they're marking on the 8-yard line. Sellner goes under center now. Crowd's getting into it. And a little wing T, hands it off, goes into the end zone, touchdown. Nice run there by Isaac Heveron. Heveron with the run, just ran it there, 8 yards, busted through, broke a tackle, score, and they are looking to tie this up now after that touchdown.
And this time they're going to do the same thing as the Grizzlies. They're going to try to kick it.
See if they can get the snap down like they tried to do before, right?
And it worked.
The kick is up, and the kick is good as well. And we are tied up with 9:43 to go here in this ball game. We're tied at 3. Don't go away. We'll be back right after this.
At Willamette Valley Orthopedics and Sports Medicine, their orthopedic surgeons specialize in diagnosing, preventing, and treating disorders and injuries that affect muscles, tendons, nerves, ligaments, bones, joints, and other connective tissues. Willamette Valley Orthopedics and Sports Medicine strive to give you the highest quality of care with the most up-to-date orthopedic surgical techniques and non-operative treatments to help you get back into doing the things you enjoy. Their goal is to help you live your life to the fullest. Give them a call at 503-435-4520. Willamette Valley Orthopedics and Sports Medicine.
McMinnville Les Schwab is a proud sponsor of Grizzly football on Yamhill today. When you shop at Les Schwab, they promise you the best tire value. This means you get free peace of mind protection and free lifetime tire and mileage care included in your purchase. McMinnville Les Schwab. They want to be the neighbor down the street you know and trust. We thank McMinnville Les Schwab for their support of McMinnville Grizzly football.
As we come back to Lauren Douglas Field, Brian Erickson, Dick Mason, here is the kick, and the kick is high by Ballman. And is taken, though, at the 8-yard line. Going around the onside across the 15. Flag comes flying in across the 20, 25, 30, and gets out down to the 35-yard line. And that's a nice run back there by Hayden Briggs. But we have a flag thrown way downfield back at the 20. It was thrown by the official back here at the 50. He's got an arm. And let's see what there's 2 flags, I believe, out there as well. As they are talking about it right now. There's a flag back at the 16-yard line and one at the 20. The one at the 20 was thrown from the official who was at the 45-50. And it's going to go against McMinnville. All righty.
It's a holding.
The first holding's declined. Second holding's accepted, I believe. And they're going to have the ball and move it back. And it's going to be deep in their own territory with 9:33 left to go here in the first half, the second quarter.
Yeah, and this is going to be a big challenge for McMinnville now because this is it. They're going to have to go all the way down the field.
It opens it up, though, right?
That does. It gives them an opportunity to chew up that clock.
Yes, it does. As they get ready to come out here now.
Starting from about the 9.
They have trips here on the near side. Sullivan, shotgun formation, standing back at the 5. He's going to look to the right, throws across the center. It's caught by Wilson. Goes across the 20, gets going to be first down or more, and then gang tackled at about the 22-yard line. Nice play there by McMinnville.
That was, it's a nice way to start it. Get the first down and start this long, sustained drive.
There you go. We'll take that. Hey, if you're looking for something to do, or you can also catch it on the radio tomorrow, right? Willamette is going to be here in town taking on the Grizzlies.
That's right, Bearcats.
That should be a fun game. The Wildcats. As I will go back to action here, Sullivan of the Grizzlies goes out, and he tried to sidesteps his way to the 26-yard line, and it's going to be second down. The Wildcats of Linfield are hosting the Bearcats of Willamette. Bearcats did win their first game. They lost a couple since then. The Wildcats undefeated. Should be a big night or big afternoon there at Maxwell Field.
That's right, and I think it's safe to say the Cats will win.
You're making the prediction early.
Yeah.
All right, I'll take it. Here we go. Second down and 6. 8:56 to go for McMinnville. Handoff in the backfield, going across the 30, and then taken down and thrown down pretty hard. Not before a gain of a couple, and kind of shaken up there was Nick Gibson. And you could hear it from up here, Dick, that he was thrown down pretty hard on that turf. And I think that's why he is in pain right down in front of the Tiger bench. And I got Coach over there checking on him, Coach Jeremy Johnson of the Tigers checking on him right now as they're trying to get the trainer out there.
Here comes the trainer running across the field from the other side.
And while they take a look at him, we'll take a break with 8:45 to go here in the second quarter. Our score 13-13. Grizzlies and the Tigers all tied up. We'll be back right after this.
If you are looking for a financial advisor located here in McMinnville, Bethany Ablin has you covered. She has a holistic approach and understands what is most important to you, using an established process to build personalized strategies and partnering with you throughout your life to help keep you on track. Her investment philosophy is a long-term approach with an emphasis on quality, durability, historical context, and common sense. Give Bethany at Edward Jones a call at 503-472-0555. And go Grizzlies!
As we come back here, and Gibson does run off the field, and looks like he's going to be all right, hopefully, as the Grizzlies now have 3rd down and 2 here with 8:35 to go in the second quarter. Sullivan's got Church in the backfield, Wilson on the far side. Here on the near side, you've got Blanco in motion, now going to the far side. Sullivan, he keeps it. He's going to go forward, and he's going to break 1 tackle. He's going to get a first down or more across the 35 to the 36-yard line. Nice job there by Sullivan, and a nice just keeping it in that bread basket long enough, pulling it out at the right time and picking up that extra yardage.
Yep, and really an important first down because they didn't have to punt it.
Exactly. You take that ball, and I think McMinnville now would also like to take a lot of time off this clock.
Well, they're down to 8 minutes. They're chewing it up.
And you mentioned it also. We kind of said it in jest, but the team with the ball last could win this ball game, and that's what McMinnville would like to make it happen. And we may have a timeout. We do. Grizzlies call a timeout with 7:46 to go in the second quarter. We're tied at 13. Grizzlies and the Tigers. Don't go away. We'll be back right after this.
What is Big Box Returns?
Big Box is rugs.
Big Box is refrigerators.
Big Box is pillows.
Big Box is air filters.
Big Box is luggage.
Big Box is sporting goods and American Girl movie night.
Big Box is flooring.
Big Box is bedding.
So that means Big Box is lighting.
Big Box Returns. Open Saturday and Sunday, 9 to 5.
Caring creates healthier lives and healthier communities. And when you need health care, we're here for you, providing medical expertise with a human touch, right here at home, whenever you may need us. From welcoming newborns into the world to life-changing surgeries, routine health screenings to life-saving emergency care, we're here to provide compassionate, high-quality health care to you and your loved ones. From the routine to the unforeseen, we're here for you.
As we come back here, and here's the pass right in the middle. It is caught there by Kellen Strong, and Strong, nice route, gets to the middle of the field, pick up about 14, and gets a first down for the Grizzlies.
Very nicely executed pass play with Sullivan rolling out, getting the man on the run, and another first down.
2 receivers here on the near side, 2 on the far side for the Grizzlies. Nice job of just moving this ball. Here he goes, Sullivan. He double pumps. He loses the ball on the turf, and he picks it up, but not before he is taken down there by Dykeman. And Nolan Dykeman with a big, big sack in the backfield. And that was just a case, I think, of the quarterback trying to look ahead too quickly and just took his eye off the ball and dropped it on the turf.
Yeah, and he has gotten away from those defenders in his own backfield several times when they really should have got him.
Right.
This time he didn't get away.
6:40 and counting, tied at 13. Sullivan, shotgun formation. In motion is Blanco going from the far side to the near side. Sullivan's going to throw it. He looks up. Now he's going to tuck it. He's going to run. He's going to take the hit, and then he's thrown forward, but not before he actually he's thrown forward about 3 yards, exactly what he gets in the gain into Tiger territory at the 47-yard line.
It's going to bring up, though, 3rd and long for the Grizzlies.
6:06 to go here in the first half. And it's interesting to see. We'll see how they do here on this play, but it might even be 4 down territory for McMinnville. We'll see. You have two receivers here and on the far side. And I believe that's Wilson in the backfield. We've got movement by the Grizzlies jumping forward. And unfortunately, Strong thought it was on one when it was on two. And it's going to be a false start against McMinnville as they go back into their own territory at the 48-yard line.
But I think you got a good point, Brian. This may be two-down territory.
Well, I don't know now. You're in
now,
your own
maybe
territory. Maybe not now, but we'll see what happens. They've got to get to the 40-yard line now of the Tigers. That does put a damper on things as we hit the 5:30 mark. Sullivan, shotgun formation. It's going to be a flea flicker. Going to the far side. Blanco is going to go. He's got a blocker in Sullivan, but he can't break the corner. He gets into Tiger territory, but he's taken down to the 48-yard line. They had it there, a reverse, and it looked like it was going to work. They had Sullivan who was blocking, and he just couldn't make the corner. And a good job there, pursuit by the Tigers. It brings up 4th and 8 now.
Boy, when I saw Blanco take off, I thought this might work.
Yeah.
But now we're looking at a punt.
I believe that's Church back there to punt for the Grizzlies. Clarify that here as they got a little bit of a confusion on the line. It is 4th and 8. He's going to be a fake, and he's and they're going to go. They're going to throw it. No, he's not going to throw it backwards. I thought they were going to, and I'm still not sure what the ball is. They lost more yards, and we got flags flying everywhere. Right in front of the Grizzly bench at the 46-yard line. And it was a fake punt, and they went with the short side of the field. And then this kind of got thrown back and around and couldn't go forward. It's almost like you wanted to throw it. And goes out of bounds, and the flags come flying in. And let's see what they end up calling here as we've hit the 4:31 mark. And it's going to be personal foul against Newberg. And it will be Newberg's ball. It's going to be after the play. So dead ball foul. It will be the Tigers' ball. The Grizzlies, Dick, just they tried to make something happen there with a little reverse and then the fake punt. A little too cutesy, maybe. I don't know.
Yeah, it didn't work. That's for sure. But the Tigers now get the ball back. 4:31 left in the second quarter. But the penalty moves them back to their own 39-yard line.
Remember, they did choose to receive the ball to start the game. Grizzlies will get it to start the second half, so I know Newberg would love to put it here and get try to put some more points on the board before we get into the halftime. Still plenty of time left for both teams. 4:31, as Dick said. We're tied up at 13. Here we go. Tigers, two receivers here on the near side. In at quarterback is Sellner. Sellner's going to drop back. He's going to hand it off. He's going to break a tackle. If you're the 50, he's got one guy to beat. Stutter step. He goes. Stutter steps rush the 30, 25. And we are in a press box, but you wouldn't know that. As he gets down to the, 23 is Heverson. And Heverson with a big run there for the Tigers.
And I can feel this whole stadium shaking right now. People are excited beneath us. The Newberg
if it falls,
crowd.
I'm holding on to something, so just be careful. It might be you. As we're at the 23-yard line with 4:18 to go. That's exactly what the Tigers needed right there.
Yep. All tied up 13, and this could make the difference.
Two receivers here on the near side. Heverson is in the backfield for the Tigers as well as Getz, I believe. They're going to hand off to Getz, and he's going to run right into it. Three defenders, really, and he is taken down. And the first guy we'll give credit to is Alex Kelleher, and did a good job of just wrapping up and taking him down. It's going to be a loss there, but we do have a Newberg timeout. Oh, we got a flag down there at the 26-yard line. There it is. They're going to talk about it. Let's see.
Check it. Look it up in the book.
McMinnville doesn't like what they hear, apparently. Face mask against the Grizzlies. It's a tough one. As they will walk it off against McMinnville. They come up with a big stop and unfortunately come up with a big penalty as well. That's something that's hurt them all season long. Tough one.
Yep, that's taking it down to what, the 18, it looks like.
It is, and lots of time left. 3:40 for the Tigers. Both teams have been able to drive on these defenses pretty easily here tonight.
They have so far.
Surprised there haven't been more points scored, really, as they've gone from one side to the other pretty easily. And here is a direct snap as the Sellner, and he's going to get it. And a little fake there, and Sellner gets a cramp as he gets to the 15-yard line. But he does come up with a nice big gain there. It's going to bring up 2nd and short. And he does have a cramp. He's going to come off to the sideline. And just like that, it'll be Thomas. It looks like back in at quarterback.
The sophomore did a pretty good job, but, yeah, now he's going to get stretched out a little bit.
He
Give a shot of that there on the sideline.
Thomas comes back in for the Tigers. He was pretty effective his first quarter in there. They've got 2 receivers on the far side, Brammer along with Owens. Owens thought maybe he'd come back to this near side, decided better of it. 2nd down and short from the 15. It's going to be a pitch, running right up there by the big fullback, gets inside the 10. Flag comes flying in. Heveron with another strong run. They mark him down at the 8-9 yard line. Or actually more than that, but things like they're going to move it back. Heveron had a big hole right in the middle, and this offensive line of the Tigers they're opening up some holes right now.
They are, but I wondered if there was some holding there, the way they threw the flag and the timing. I'm thinking that's coming back.
Yeah, it is, and that's probably why the hole was open so big.
Yes.
But despite that, I think they are opening up and winning the battle of the line right now. Yeah. It's just penalties have killed both teams really tonight.
So that brings it back to the 25.
2:30 and counting. So it's not a bad thing right now, I don't think, for Newberg. It's a 2nd down and 12 because they'd like to take time off the clock and not give the ball back to the Grizzlies with much time. They'd like to put some points on the board, I think, first. Heveron is in the backfield. He's going to get it. He's going to go forward, and he just stood up, but then he keeps plowing forward, and he's going to pick up a few yards. And I say few. He was 2nd and 12. Make it 3rd and 10 now. This would be definitely 4-yard territory for the Tigers. So we're at 148. I don't think they're in much of a hurry, but they do want to get some points up here as Thomas comes back in here and trying to see. Sellner is, I don't see him down there stretching, but Thomas is still in at quarterback. Heveron is back in the backfield. 1:27 and counting. Taking a lot of time. They got to hurry off. They got the 5-second mark, and they got it off. Thomas looks to the center, looks to the right. He's going to be forced out. He's pressured. He's rolling. He's looking, throws it. Has a receiver caught inside the 10, and he is taken down at the 5-yard line. But there's a flag way back there at the original line of scrimmage. And Christian Pastrano is saying, hey, wait a minute. Look what happened back here at the original line of scrimmage. It was him and I think one other guy. It may have been Bowlby, who are still the only 2 guys back there who are still fighting for the line of scrimmage. And they're going to call a hold against McMinnville, and they're going to decline it. And so Pastrano is saying it was the other guy, and they caught him, it looks like, and it's going to be 1st and goal from the 6-yard line for the Tigers.
With about just 1:11 left.
Grizzlies, let's see what their defense can do. As lots of time, the officials, and trying to figure things out. The huddle is way back at the 25-yard line right now for the Tigers as we're coming back to action here as we're the 1-minute mark. Trips over on the far side. Nobody here in the near side. Heveron is in the backfield, and they hand it off, and he just plows his way, pushes the forward, the pile, and he gets down to the 2. And it's going to be 2nd and goal now. From the 2, there's a flag back at the 9-yard line. I didn't see that one come in either, but there is a flag. And it's going to go against the Tigers. So penalties costing both teams tonight, Dick.
Yeah, and it gets distracting because, you think the team's doing well, and they move the ball back. So it's going to be timeout. That's probably a good time to talk about it.
It is. We will keep it right here with 47.5 seconds left. We are tied at 13, and penalties have really been a big thing for both teams here tonight.
Absolutely. And, they have been here in these first few games, and I guess early in the season you expect that, but it gets distracting.
Yeah. And I think, Game 5 we're at now, halfway through, you kind of clean that up. You have to. The Grizzlies have had problems with it all season long, and it's going to hurt them, and it has hurt them here tonight. But in that case, you're tied at 13. Still a lot of good football to go. If the Grizzlies come with a big stop here, this will go huge into playing into momentum in the second half.
That's right. We're just down to 47 seconds left. So Grizzlies have an opportunity. This might be a big defensive stand here.
Let's see what they decide to do here. And let's see if the defense can step up here for the Grizzlies. Here's an update for you in the third quarter. Just started the third quarter. The Beavers, they lead 7-0 over Utah.
Excellent.
That's a good score right there. Here we go. It is first down now. Here's the pitch to Heveron. Ball's on the ground, and he picks it up at the 19-yard line. Low pitch to Heveron, kind of kicked it, did a good job of getting low and jumping on that ball, so nothing bad happened.
Boy, there were some Grizzlies who were there trying to get their hands on it.
And the Tigers call their last timeout, Dick. What an excitement we got here going into the half. Don't go away. Tied at 13, 37 seconds left to go. And we've got the Tigers trying to put some more points on before halftime.
Andrew Physical Therapy, Orthopedic and Sports Rehab wants to see you make a full and quick recovery so that you can get back into life and the things that you like to do. Their friendly staff will listen and encourage and guide you through each step of the rehabilitation process. From low back pain to post-surgical rehabilitation after a shoulder surgery or knee replacement, they are here to help. They also offer treatment for sports injuries and hands-on personal training for those who want to perform at their athletic best. Andrew Physical Therapy, Orthopedic, and Sports Rehab. Give them a call at 503-435-1900.
As we come back here, last 37 seconds of the second quarter, Tigers have the ball. And it's 2nd and goal from the 19 now. Heveron is in the backfield. He has been so dangerous. Thomas is going to throw it, though. He drops it across to the big tight end. He catches it and goes into the end zone.
Nice play.
Dykeman comes up with the score, and it looks like he did push off there against Strong. Strong is pleading his case. It looks like he fell. I'm not sure why, but he is pleading his case, and he's not going to get it. And it will be a touchdown for the Tigers.
Maybe that's why he was so wide open.
It could be. Unfortunately, it's still going to count, right?
That's it. So there goes the tie.
And let's see. Here's the left-footed kicker on to kick the extra point. The kick is up, and the kick is good. Well, 30 seconds left to go, Dick. It is 20-13, and the Grizzlies defense, it bent. They thought they had maybe stopped, and this Tiger offense went to the big tight end, something they haven't done here tonight, and it was very effective for the score.
And I think to compliment Newberg, they called the timeouts, and they came up with a good play.
Right.
And now we'll see what McMinnville can come up with. They They've got 30 seconds. We've already seen one trick play. That didn't work real well, but we know there's probably another one.
Yeah, with 30 seconds, though, you're only trailing by one score, 20-13. How tricky do you really want to go, too? Because you do get the ball back to start the second half.
That's right. They do. Kickoff's coming to McMinnville.
As the left-footed kicker is going to put it on. Just a reminder, if the Grizzlies return the kickoff, it's dilly bars for the entire team. And I hear the broadcast crew as well, Dick. So,
is that right?
Yes,
that's
yes,
exciting.
Definitely, yeah. Very exciting. So we'll see what happens as Denny Valdez Espinoza, the senior left-footed kicker, puts his foot into it. And let's see, is it dilly bar season? We'll see. It's going to be up to Hayden Briggs. He's going to go to the far side. He's going to be hit and take it down at the 15-yard line. And the Grizzlies will have it with 25.4 left to go in the second quarter. And I think if you're McMinnville, you just put a knee on it and go into half, knowing that you're trailing by a score, but you're getting the ball to start the second half.
That's right. And they've moved the ball pretty well.
Yeah. They have, just haven't moved it very quickly. So let's see what they decide to do. Maybe a run up the middle as the Tigers are trying to get some personnel off the field. They do. And get some personnel on the field as well. And here comes Sullivan, shotgun formation from the 16. He is going to throw it. He's going to look to the left. He's going to get pressure. And he's going to be thrown down. And he is going to be sacked in the backfield. Let's see, it is. Is that 50 or 67? That is Austin Phillips with the sack back at the 9-yard line. Huge loss.
And I think that's going to end the quarter.
I hope so. After that right there. And that will end the first half of play. We're at halftime from Lauren Douglas Field. The Tigers, they lead on top of the Grizzlies 20-13, live from Newberg High School. Brian Erickson, Dick Mason, don't go away. We've got the halftime show and a little bit of fun coming up right after this.
Transitions in life. Sometimes it's difficult. One of the biggest transitions is when a loved one leaves us. Macy & Son is there for you, a trusted friend for 5 generations in Yamhill County. At that time, you will have lots of questions, and you need someone to walk with you every step of the way. Burial or cremation, and a myriad of options. Let Macy & Son walk that journey with you. Macy & Son McMinnville, 5 generations helping with funeral and family needs.
McMinnville Les Schwab is a proud sponsor of Grizzly football on Yamhill today. When you shop at Les Schwab, they promise you the best tire value. This means you get free peace of mind protection and free lifetime tire and mileage care included in your purchase. McMinnville Les Schwab. They want to be the neighbor down the street you know and trust. We thank McMinnville Les Schwab for their support of McMinnville Grizzly football.
Andrew Physical Therapy, Orthopedic and Sports Rehab wants to see you make a full and quick recovery so that you can get back into life and the things that you like to do. Their friendly staff will listen and encourage and guide you through each step of the rehabilitation process, from low back pain to post-surgical rehabilitation after a shoulder surgery or knee replacement. They are here to help. They also offer treatment for sports injuries and hands-on personal training for those who want to perform at their athletic best. Andrew Physical Therapy, Orthopedic, and Sports Rehab. Give them a call at 503-435-1900. If you are looking for a financial advisor located here in McMinnville, Bethany A. Blinn has you covered. She has a holistic approach and understands what is most important to you, using an established process to build personalized strategies and partnering with you throughout your life to help keep you on track. Her investment philosophy is a long-term approach with an emphasis on quality, durability, historical context, and common sense. Give Bethany at Edward Jones a call at 503-472-0555. And go Grizzlies! At Willamette Valley Orthopedics and Sports Medicine, their orthopedic surgeons specialize in diagnosing, preventing, and treating disorders and injuries that affect muscles, tendons, nerves, ligaments, bones, joints, and other connective tissues. Willamette Valley Orthopedics and Sports Medicine strive to give you the highest quality of care with the most up-to-date orthopedic surgical techniques and non-operative treatments to help you get back into doing the things you enjoy. Their goal is to help you live your life to the fullest. Give them a call at 503-435-4520. Willamette Valley Orthopedics and Sports Medicine.
And welcome back here. Brian Erickson and Dick Mason as we're here from Newberg High School. And Dick, it's great to be here. As we're saying off the air that Jeff is at the Beaver game tonight. And the Beavers doing well, up 14-0.
Well, way to go, Beavs. And Jeff, we miss you, but sounds like that's a fun event.
Yeah, it really is. If they can keep winning, they'll be more fun. And of course, they'll tell me all about it since we're not there.
So why are they playing on a Friday?
Friday night TV money. It's where it's always about, right? That's why the whole Pac-12's going somewhere.
Exactly.
Somewhere we shouldn't say it's going, right? Oh, well.
Well, going east.
Yes, as we do have the cheerleaders here tonight.
Yeah, they're very good, you know, and there's a number of them. But,
yeah.
This, I think, is a dance team, and the cheerleaders are down below.
Okay.
But I'm not sure who's who. But regardless, they're well coached.
It is fun to be here. It is homecoming night here tonight from Newberg High School, and I want to thank our producer back at Command Central, Jackie and Maya, doing a good job of keeping us up and making sure the sound is there. So thank you so much, and appreciate you for watching us here on YamHillToday.com. And I feel like I'm in a dance club right now.
Yeah.
Bring back the 80s for me.
It sounds like it.
Something
so
like
what
that.
does Maya do with the sound?
Oh, Maya's, she's got her paws all over it. She's all there. She alerts you when there's dead air.
Aha, and there was a little.
There's always
for a couple moments when.
So Maya's always looking up like, hey.
Hey, what happened?
So there is the thing Maya still does that she used to do when she was with you at this radio station.
What's that?
Underneath the console where she used to hide, curl up.
Yeah.
Still to this day, she likes to find a table or something like that. She'll go right to it and hide and curl up.
Well,
picnic table,
safe place to be.
It is, so it's kind of funny. So it's Maya talk here at halftime. Our score here is 20-13. The Grizzlies on the first half looked pretty good. Penalties hurting them a little bit, but a big play there by the tight end allowed Newberg to get that final touchdown. This game has been really good. Actually on the way it's played, back and forth. If you like offense and you like the ball going back and forth, which is really kind of fun. Defensively, there's some holes for both teams to maybe fill.
There, the holes and also the penalties.
Yeah.
But I thought this sophomore quarterback for Newberg, Parker Sellner, that came in, looked pretty good.
Yeah, he did.
And he did throw that one long pass, although it looked like a Hail Mary when he let go of it. But it was a completion. And, then he got a cramp, so I don't know if we'll see him again. But he went out of the game, and Cole Thomas is back in.
Yeah.
But yeah, good offense on both sides.
Yeah, and that's what you like to see. Unfortunately for McMinnville, though, they trail here at the score 20-13. And we are at halftime, so a little extended halftime festivities.
It's homecoming, huh?
It is. It's good. They're calling out the names right now, and it's a great night here. Weather-wise, it's great. Great crowd on the far side. In fact, we'll throw the McMinnville faithful over here.
There we go.
And do have a few people who are over there that are listening as well and watching from what I hear. So David Manriquez, he called the soccer match last night. He's at home. I should show you the setup he's got. He's having a great night of football.
Now, when I last heard it, they were up 2-1. Did Mac beat Tualatin? I think they played last night.
David will tell us, I'm sure. I had to go to bed before the end of that game. Pretty nice setup. Couple TVs, monitor,
That is nice.
Yeah, so.
I'm sure he's comfortable where he is.
Yes, he is. Jackie did say that Maya was looking around for both of us when we were talking. So.
I'll bet. So what's ahead for the Grizzlies and the Tigers?
Well, later on, we get to finish this game. The Grizzlies will be at home. It'll be against Sherwood, and that is a huge game because Sherwood, so far going into this game undefeated this week, they look very, very good.
And they've had a lot of good athletes. I remember years ago a woman telling me, hey, Sherwood is really good, and they went all the way. I think they won the state championship that year, so she knew.
Yeah, she was right, definitely. On the other hand, you've got Newberg, another home game. That's going to be against Liberty, a game that the Tigers probably are favored in. So they would love to come off with a victory here tonight. Last week, talking to some of the guys here, they had a chance to win that game last week and probably should have won that game. So this is a Newberg team that could be undefeated. And, still a lot of season left, but they are looking good. This is a team that people have to worry about now.
Yeah, I think they got a lot of size. They've been very good controlling the line of scrimmage. They've got some talent at quarterback, 2 quarterbacks that are both good. And, just different guys carrying the ball. I mean, they pretty balanced team.
Yes, it is, and we'll see. We'll see what they always say at halftime. What kind of changes can you make? What kind of things can you just kind of sew up and try to come out here in the second half and get that momentum. And the Grizzlies have a chance to do that because they get the kickoff first to start the second half. So don't go away. We've got lots of stuff going on here. We will take a break and come back with more of the halftime show here on YamHillToday.com.
What is Big Box Returns?
Big Box is rugs.
Big Box is refrigerators.
Big Box is pillows.
Big Box is air filters.
Big Box is luggage.
Big Box is sporting goods and American Girl movie night.
Big Box is flooring. Big Box is bedding.
So that means Big Box is lighting.
Big Box Returns. Open Saturday and Sunday, 9 to 5.
At Willamette Valley Orthopedics and Sports Medicine, their orthopedic surgeons specialize in diagnosing, preventing, and treating disorders and injuries that affect muscles, tendons, nerves, ligaments, bones, joints, and other connective tissues. Willamette Valley Orthopedics and Sports Medicine strive to give you the highest quality of care with the most up-to-date orthopedic surgical techniques and non-operative treatments to help you get back into doing the things you enjoy. Their goal is to help you live your life to the fullest. Give them a call at 503-435-4520. Willamette Valley Orthopedics and Sports Medicine.
Caring creates healthier lives and healthier communities. And when you need health care, we're here for you, providing medical expertise with a human touch, right here at home, whenever you may need us. From welcoming newborns into the world to life-changing surgeries, routine health screenings to life-saving emergency care, we're here to provide compassionate, high-quality health care to you and your loved ones. From the routine to the unforeseen, we're here for you.
As we come back here, we're here at halftime with about 4 minutes at least and the extended halftime show as we are here at homecoming. And great night here. And, a lot of good football coming up this weekend as well.
There is. Tomorrow afternoon, Linfield at home against Willamette. Kickoff 1 o'clock, I believe, and that could be a real good game, or at least I think we'll see just how much talent Linfields have. They've been on the road here for a while.
Yeah, it's kind of a weird schedule. They have been on the road. Haven't seen much of them locally, but we've heard them on the radio, which is a good thing, and we'll hear them again tomorrow.
Yeah, and Oregon State playing tonight. You last said what, 14-0 is that score?
14-0 is the last update we have, and it's a huge, huge game if the Beavers can pull that one out. Also want to get you some scores from around the state and try to get that. Here they come up right now. Santiam Christian on top of North Bend, 28-12. You've got Scio on top of Taft, 38-12. Dayton and Salem Salem Academy, it's 22-13. That's at halftime. Dayton, a team that's going in undefeated, looking very good. McNary trailing to the North Salem Vikings 7-0. McNary struggling once again this season. They didn't win a game last year, and so far none this year.
Well, I saw Dayton, one of the Dayton games, and boy, they just dominated that game. I mean, it was I think it was Newport from the coast.
Yeah.
At Dayton High School,
yep.
And they were just. I mean, it was just obvious to everybody there that this was the better team and they were going to win it.
South Salem and West Salem taking on each other at South Salem, and a little surprising, West Salem and South Salem tied right now at 14. So there's a interesting score for you. No score for you from Perrydale or the Wilhelmina game as they're taking on Colton. Amity hosting Newport, no score there. And as I said, we've got South Salem and West Salem at 14. Got a couple forfeits this year already. Santiam over Jefferson and West Albany forfeiting, or actually Central forfeiting to West Albany. Here's another score for you at halftime. It's Springfield 7, Thurston 6.
Wow.
Yeah, that's a tough one there. So we'll see what happens there. And that game is at Springfield High School. So lots of good action. And we'll try to get you some other scores as well.
Anything in the Metro League?
Yeah, so far they haven't come in, but I'm going to go out to my
Meantime, we've got the Tigers running back out onto the field. The Grizzlies already here. Getting close to starting this third quarter.
See, they said they extended halftime show. We'll see how extended it's going to be. And no, trying to go through our sources, and a rough night for scores because, Dick, I think a lot of them are at the Beaver game or watching the Beaver game right now.
Aha.
Yeah.
The people that normally would be reporting the scores.
Yeah, they're deciding to watch a little bit of football, maybe not be on the road. But if I get any scores for you, we'll try to pass those along to you later on, as well as we keep trying to track them down as we get ready for our kickoff here. As the officials are going to add 3 minutes on the clock, maybe. Let's see what they're doing down there. They've come out here. They're talking. Yep, 3 minutes now. So a little bit of a warm-up here, and we'll get started. It gives us some time, though, to maybe go over there and find those scores for you. And once again, the same people I count on, Dick, they're at the Beaver game.
Uh-oh.
Oh, well.
But we know that score, 14-0. That's important.
Yeah, that's the important thing. The Ducks take on Stanford tomorrow at Stanford, so that'll be very interesting to see how they come off of their big victory against Colorado and everybody talking about them.
And Colorado, meanwhile, going down to USC. Yeah. I wish them luck.
I think they're going to need it, actually. It's going to be a tough one. So let's see. Do I have them? I may have some scores for you. Wells 24, McDaniel 0. Jefferson 8, Grant 0 after 1. 2. Lake Ridge 17, Tualatin 7 at halftime. West Lynn 21, Lake Oswego 14.
Wow.
Yeah, so there's a big game. Westland Lake-O, a big matchup here tonight. Tigers 17, Oregon City nothing. North Medford 14, Grants Pass nothing. Sheldon all over Roseburg 43-6. That is at halftime. And let's see, North Salem now on top of McNary 14-0. And at halftime, it's Summit 50, Ridgeview, nothing.
Wow.
Yeah, I remember that was a team that we saw earlier this season. Grizzlies did score a lot against them, but not 50. They scored only 41, I believe.
In the Ridgeview there from out near Bend.
Correctamundo. Redmond area to be exact. Crater 13, North Eugene 6. And that's all I've got. Another forfeit for you as well. Hillsboro and Putnam. So not sure what happened there as well. Usually we don't get all these forfeits. We have 3 of them listed here tonight. Mazama 36, Ashland 12. And I think that may wrap up our scores. Dayton 22, Salem Academy 13. Still was the update we had on that one. So thanks for all the people giving us scores out there. Our score here is 20-13. Second half coming up. Don't go away. We've got more football here on YamHillToday.com.
Andrew Physical Therapy, Orthopedic and Sports Rehab wants to see you make a full and quick recovery so that you can get back into life and the things that you like to do. Their friendly staff will listen and encourage and guide you through each step of the rehabilitation process. From low back pain to post-surgical rehabilitation after a shoulder surgery or knee replacement, they are here to help. They also offer treatment for sports injuries and hands-on personal training for those who want to perform at their athletic best. Andrew Physical Therapy, Orthopedic, and Sports Rehab. Give them a call at 503-435-1900.
Big Box returns.
Hello, everybody. Scott here from Big Box Returns, and our deals will turn you upside down. So you got to come on down because we're only open Saturdays and Sundays, 9 to 5, right across the street from the go-kart tracks. So come on down and save some money.
Big Box returns. Open Saturday and Sunday, 9 to 5. 2155 Northeast Lafayette Avenue in McMinnville.
As we come up, the kickoff is picked up at the 1-yard line by Wilson. He goes across the 10, the 15, and the flag comes flying in again. And that's where he'll stop, maybe the 17-yard line. And that official, once again, hawking that flag about 40 yards down the field. He saw something. He's got good eyesight or something. But it is going to be a penalty, as the Tiger players are saying it's against McMinnville. And Grizzly players already backing up, so it will be a block to the back against McMinnville, and a start the Grizzlies did not want to have here to start the second half of play.
No, although they did have a pretty good drive all the way down the field.
True.
So got to do it again, starting deep in their own territory, again from about the 9-yard line.
It is a good thing that they have the ball, but now can they put some points on the board? It's going to be one of those games that every point is going to matter, because it may come down to just a lack of possessions as we come back here now. Grizzlies have the ball, and they are way deep, and they're going to go on the right side, going to go across the 11-yard line, and a short gain there, maybe 3 yards.
Yeah, it's a fascinating play. See it, I think it was it Blanco that went in motion?
Yeah, I believe so.
Got the handoff and picked up a few yards. Looks like about 2 or 3, maybe 2.5.
Call it 2nd and 7 now, as they will come on out here. As here is the snap and then the handoff and just a short gain there. And they just got on Gibson. Nice to see him back in the ball game, but they got on him quickly. And first, a very, very short gain. And maybe 2.5 to the 15, let's call it the 14-yard line. Going to bring up 3rd down now and about 6 yards, maybe 5.5.
Yeah, and I think I like the way McMinnville's starting out this possession. We'll see how it turns out here.
And Sullivan shotgun formation. 2 receivers on the far side, and he's going to keep it. He's going to look to the left, going to dump it off as a receiver, and is intended for Wilson in a huge hit. And it was Tyler Owens who came in and hit Wilson, but a flag comes on from 2 officials on the far side in the same spot at the 25-yard line.
It's all the way across the field, but it looked like the pass was very well thrown, just kind of in and out of his hands. Yeah. But maybe there was something else going on there.
Well, I think Owens was going on there. I think he heard footsteps, and Owens, I think he laid a good hit. And let's see what they do here, because 2 flags came flying in. Personal foul. It is going to go against Newberg. It's going to be a first down. And
so, big break for the Grizzlies.
It is, and really not sure if it was on that hit. I mean, it looked like it was pretty clean here. But, of course, it is on the far side. But they are going to move it, and they will place it at the 29-yard line now. The Grizzlies will have it 1st and 10 with 10:33 to go here in the 3rd quarter. Tigers lead 20-13. Here we go. Tiger defense. Maybe like in maybe a zone defense here. Sullivan shotgun formation. Taking his time. He's going to hand it off. No, yes he is. And it's going to go forward for a little gain. Church is going to get there a couple yards to the 31, gain of 2.
Yeah, it was hard to tell if Sullivan handed it off or if he was keeping it himself.
And I think that's the key. He wants to do that, right? You know, to surprise the linebackers and the linemen who are coming up there. Mm-hmm. And he does a pretty good job. Most of the time when he does that, though, he ends up keeping it. He didn't that time. And it didn't really surprise the Tigers. Is now going to bring up 2nd down and 8. 10 minutes to go. Sullivan's going to throw it over there, a little box screen, and the ball is incomplete. And a flag comes in. Sullivan gets hit. He's frustrated. And it looked like he was going to go after the linebacker. And now he's going to run over to the sidelines. It is roughing the passer, and that's what he is upset about, rightfully so.
I was watching the receiver, so I didn't see. I kind of out of the corner of my eye, I could see that he got hit there. But, you know, another penalty, moving the ball for the Grizzlies.
And it looks like they are going to
take it all the way down to midfield.
I believe that was Austin Phillips who's going to be nabbed for the penalty there, and that's why Sullivan was upset after the roughing the passer, and it's going to, like you said, being 1st and 10. Dick, we talked about how the weather was so perfect, not going to rain tonight. It's raining.
Oh, is it?
Well, it's starting to come down at 9:57 to go. It's supposed to be a nice weekend. Gosh, what's going on with that? Trips on the far side. Sullivan looking to the left side. Looking. Steps up now. He's got room. He's going to go across midfield. The 45, the 40. He's going to be pushed out of bounds near the 39-yard line. And it's going to be a 1st down or more, gain of 15 yards, or if not 16, there by Kane Sullivan.
Nice run. And, you know, I like to see him run out of the pocket like that, particularly nobody's open. And pocket breaks down and takes off. Big gain all the way across into Tiger territory.
Here we go. Shotgun formation once again. 2 receivers on the far side. Sullivan's going to keep it. He's going to go behind his blockers, then cut it up in the middle, and he's going to pick up 6-7 yards. Good yardage there by Kane Sullivan as he gets to the 32-yard line. We got an update from that Central score. We talked to you about the forfeit.
Yeah.
Central West Albany. One of the guys from Central just texted me. He's listening and said, hey, half our school's out sick, so we had to cancel everything pretty much.
That's too bad.
Yeah, so that's why Central had to forfeit their game here tonight. 2013, Tigers in the lead. Rain coming down. You can see the flag now moving on the far side, Dick. So the wind has picked up and the rain has moved in. The Grizzlies have the ball. They're moving, and Sullivan's going to be flushed out. He's going to look. He's right in front of the Tiger bench, and he may have gotten back to the line of scrimmage at the 32, but we have a injured player in the backfield, and that is Church, who is at the 41. He's going to get up, and looks like he's going to be okay.
You know, Sullivan's limping a little bit himself. I think that when he got hit back there, he got hit hard.
That's going to bring up 3rd and 3, and I think everybody wants to focus in on Sullivan now. The crowd is starting to get into it. Jackie just wants to say thank you for the great camera work. She wanted to comment on that.
Oh, is that right? Well,
yes.
I'll tell her she's a wonderful judge of cinematography.
Well, she had some opinions after last week's game, too. So it's good to hear, right?
Yeah.
Okay, here we go. The rain is coming down harder now. Shotgun formation. Sullivan is going to keep it. He's going right up the middle. He loses the ball back at the 30-yard line. He would have had a first down, but the ball just kind of popped out, and he still gets a gain of 1, and he's frustrated with himself now as he comes up under the pile, and the Grizzlies are going to be short of a first down, 4th and 1 at the 30. That's tough.
Yeah, it is tough, but I think they got to go for it.
Oh, I think they are definitely in 4-down territory, especially trailing by 7, as the water and the rain come down and pick up even more. That may be why he lost that ball.
I think it probably was a little slippery.
Here we go. They're packing in the line. The Tigers are. They are going to try to just pack up the middle. Sullivan's going to try and go in the middle, and he's not going to get it. You can hear the people working, not the fans, but the workers up here are going crazy. And it is going to be a stop there by the Tigers.
A big defensive stop, and you know, they knew who was going to bring it
right.
and which way he was going.
And, you know, it's one of those things where, you know, every hole is filled up there, Dick. And it might be, you know, you just got to do a little jump past your tight end or something like that. But Kane Sullivan thought he saw something. Unfortunately, could not go enough to get a first down. And that drop does come up big there. They do not get any points, and they give the ball back to the Tigers with 7:58 to go here in the third quarter. Tigers lead, have the ball, and then they try to go. Thomas back in at quarterback, and he tried to hand it off, but the guy he tried to hand it off to wasn't there.
Yeah, it looked like a broken play because he was looking around and thought, well, I better go. So he picked up 3 yards, 3 or 4.
If you do that, you're okay, but it could have gone for a lot more because they had a little speed in the backfield who was faster than he thought. And we have an injured player for the Grizzlies right down below here. I believe that's Blanco. It is.
It is.
As they're going to look at him as 7:34 to go, and we will go ahead and take a timeout. Grizzlies, Tigers lead 20-13. You're watching the game here at YamhillToday.com. Don't go away. We'll be right back.
Andrew Physical Therapy, Orthopedic and Sports Rehab wants to see you make a full and quick recovery so that you can get back into life and the things that you like to do. Their friendly staff will listen and encourage and guide you through each step of the rehabilitation process. From low back pain to post-surgical rehabilitation after a shoulder surgery or knee replacement, they are here to help. They also offer treatment for sports injuries and hands-on personal training for those who want to perform at their athletic best. Andrew Physical Therapy, Orthopedic, and Sports Rehab. Give them a call at 503-435-1900.
As we come back here, Brian Harris along Dick Mason, and it's good to see him run off the field there.
Blanco, yeah, he's okay. He ran off, so now it's the Tigers.
They have the ball, second down, and here's the handoff in the backfield. Going to break through, going to get a first down or more across the 40 and the 50, and there's going to be a face mask come flying, a flag come flying in, and that's Getz, who does get a big first down. You can feel the momentum changing now, Dick, can't you?
Yeah, you know, I think that getting that stop on fourth down really kind of changes the dynamics. Still 7 minutes left in the third quarter. There's still time, but, you know, the Grizzlies are also a little banged up, both Blanco and Sullivan.
Here's an update for you from Corvallis. The Beavers have extended their lead on Utah. They lead 21-0 now in the third quarter. So Beavers doing pretty well after a tough loss last week to Wazoo. They lead Utah now. Of course, Cam Risey not playing in that game once again for the Utes. And the Beavers doing it right at home at this point. 20-13 is our score here. We're under 7 minutes. Thomas under center, and he's going to hand it off over on the far side. A little fly sweep. Going to the right is Keelan, and Keelan is taken down, but not before he picked up 7.5, 8 yards to about the 26-yard line.
Long run, but he did get 7 or 8 yards.
And, Dick, this rain continues to come down. This is not, I mean, I seriously looked at the forecast. I didn't see it in the forecast tonight.
No, I think I left the windows down in my car. Out there in the parking lot, it didn't look like rain at all. Remember, that's what we were saying before the game.
I know. We looked, I'm looking right now, and it looks like this shower will be probably the end of it right here. So we might have a little bit more rain throughout the game, but this is the biggest part of the shower right now as we come back to action. Second down, and it's going to be 2nd and 3, 6 minutes to go. And here comes Thomas, drops him back. He's got pressure. He's going to go. He's going to roll out of the pressure. Keeps going back. He's looking near here. He's going to duck it, and he's going to be pushed out of bounds. They will credit a sack here at about the 37-yard line. And he ran a long way for the big loss there where he could have just dumped it off and saved some yardage.
Yeah, he's pretty fast, but, boy, he was well pursued by some of the Grizzlies there, and he was lucky he got away.
Yes, he was.
But it was a loss, and brings up very long yardage here for the Tigers in third down situation, 3rd and 15.
That's what the Grizzlies needed defensively, and here we go. 3rd down and 15, as Dick said. Thomas drops back, looks to the center, he drops it off, and he just dumps it here. He's going to go to the right side, break across the 30, the 20. It's going to be 1st down and more. Drags this guy inside the 5-yard line, still dragging him. What a huge, huge play there by Nolan Dykeman, and takes just a little drop and takes him about 45 yards. Almost got him in the end zone. They're going to mark him down inside the 3.
When they got the 1st down. Yeah, he broke a number of tackles. You know, people had their hands on him, just couldn't wrap him up and bring him down.
You can hear the crowd down below starting to get into a little bit here. They do trail 20-13. They're trying to add to their lead right now. Here we go. Thomas under center, going to hand it off, and going forward is Getz. He bounces off a defender, and then he goes and bounces into the end zone for the score, and the Tigers have extended their lead now, make it 26-13. Tough one there, Dick, and it all stems from that going forward on 4th down and not getting it there.
Yeah, very much. Well, now, here's the extra point.
Yes, indeed. He is Valdez Espinoza on to kick the extra point. Left-footed kicker. Here's the snap. It's good. The kick is up, and the kick is plenty good as well. Our score with 5:33 left to go. Newberg 27, McMinnville 13. Don't go away. A lot of football left here on YamhillToday.com.
If you're looking for a financial advisor located here in McMinnville, Bethany Ablin has you covered. She has a holistic approach and understands what is most important to you, using an established process to build personalized strategies and partnering with you throughout your life to help keep you on track. Her investment philosophy is a long-term approach with an emphasis on quality, durability, historical context, and common sense. Give Bethany at Edward Jones a call at 503-472-0555. And go Grizzlies!
Grizzly Nation, wake up! I'm here at Big Box Returns, and now I'm excited for our next second half of football. Here at Big Box Returns, we've got loads of deals. So come on down the weekend after the game and find some amazing things. Go Grizzlies!
As we come back here, Tigers getting ready to put a foot into the ball, and they do. And Valdez Espinoza's kick is taken at about the 10-yard line. Goes across the 20 and then hit out of bounds at about the 25-yard line is Briggs. And that's where the Grizzlies will take it, trailing 27-13 with 5:28 to go here in the third quarter.
You know, they've moved the ball well, and I got to believe if they could put together a good drive here, get back into it, and make a game of it.
Yeah, I think you're right. I think the momentum we definitely saw and it shifted there with Newberg. But I think you're right. If they can just come down here, have a nice sustained drive, put some points on the board, it'll be a good thing for the Grizzlies. But they need to do that. You can't ask your defense to step up against this good Newberg offense. Here is a little fly sweep, and going forward with it is Grayson Seahaver. And it'll be a nice run there, and I'm sure his boss over there at Big Box Returns will be happy with that run there. A nice run of about 7 yards by Grayson, and nice to see that here as the Grizzlies needed that. Second down and 3.5.
Yeah, it's a good way to start the downs.
Under 5 minutes to go. 2 receivers on the far side. In motion is Blanco, and another flag. False start against McMinnville again.
It's
frustrating.
It is. It's tough, particularly after a good gain on first down.
Yeah.
Everything's looking good. Now it's not so good.
Not so good, and then you end up going back, taking more time off the clock. And the Grizzlies, I mean, there's still a quarter and a half left to play.
They've got time.
But the time is going to start getting a little bit more precious every possession.
Absolutely.
Like Utah's thinking the same thing right now.
Yep. All right, so 2nd and 8.
Here they go. Sullivan shotgun formation. White is in motion. They're going to hand it off to White. He's got blockers. He's going to cut it up inside the 35, and he follows forward to first down territory as he gets to the 39-yard line.
Great run. It's nice to see that. And I'm glad to see somebody else carrying the ball besides Sullivan.
Yes.
He's good, but we don't need to get him all banged up. He's a good quarterback.
I agree. As we're at the 39 now. The rain is still coming down. They're trying to keep the ball a little bit dry for the teams now, but it is definitely coming down. 1st and 10, 4:05. 2 receivers here on the near side. Blanco in motion. Hand it off. No, fake handoff. Drop it back. Sullivan has a nice hammer. He throws it in over the head to the tight end who was right there. Rosenberg was wide open. The ball was up there just a little too high. Rosenberg climbed the ladder and could not bring it in. Incomplete. He had wide open field if he catches that one.
Yeah, sadly, I think our cameraman missed that, but he was in the wide open, kind of bobbled the ball a little bit, and it fell to the ground.
3:58 to go. Grizzlies now 2nd and 10. Great play call there. They haven't gone to Rosenberg all night, and it was open right there. Here we go. Sullivan's going to keep it. He's going to pitch it over to Gibson. Gibson going to hop into the middle, goes to the 45, going to pick up 6 yards for the Grizzlies. Going to be 3rd down now and 3.5, 4 yards at the 46-yard line.
And this is what the Grizzlies have to do. Just keep moving the ball downfield. Bringing up what? 3rd and 3. That's not bad.
Trailing 27-13. Just a reminder, we'll have some scores for you at the end of this ball game as well. Grizzlies, they will be at home next week, taking on Sherwood. And here is the handoff there, and nothing. Nothing at all.
He just got nailed the minute he got the ball.
Yeah, that was Gibson, who could not go anywhere. The guy who made the tackle was Austin Phillips for the Tigers in the backfield, and that takes away any thought of maybe going forward on 4th down, as they will bring Church out to punt on 4th and 6 now. That's tough. Here we go. Lots of movement down there. Okay, now I think we got it going.
No fake punt this time.
I don't think so. High snap, and Church got lucky and got up to it. He kicks it, and he gets roughed after the punt, and the punt is caught at the 27, and going out of bounds there with the run is Sellner, but there will be a roughing the kicker back at the 32-yard line. He nailed him after the kick.
Well, I saw he was getting a lot of pressure, but I was amazed he got the kick away.
It is going to be roughing the kicker against the Tigers. First down, Grizzlies, so they get the ball back. And that was a mistake there by the Tigers. As they thought it was a high snap. Church got it down, and the guy coming in there to block it really did what he could do, and Church just happened to take the punishment there, but it comes up with a first down. Big break for McMinnville with 2:22 to go in the third quarter.
All right, and they're into Tiger territory now.
Yes, they are. They're going to move any way they can, I guess. 42-yard line. Rain is starting to lighten up maybe a little bit. Still see it in the lights pretty heavily. Sullivan, shotgun formation. Going to look. He's going to double step. He's going to drop it off. Gibson gets hit, breaks a tackle, goes across the 40, and he tight ropes his way down near the 34-yard line. Going to pick up, make it the 35. Pick up about 7 yards there by Gibson.
Nice screen play, and I loved how Gibson caught it, bounced off that first guy, and then got some yardage.
Gibson has been hit hard a few times. Remember, he went out of the game earlier after getting pulled down hard right in front of the Tiger bench, and then he had a couple times where he has been taken down behind the line of scrimmage. But here we go. 2:13 to go. Sullivan's going to keep it. Going to go right up the middle. Gets to the 30. Spins. Still fights his way across the 25. Still pushing the pile. Still pushing. We got a scrum there inside the 20. Pushing down to the 16-yard line. First down, Grizzlies. If I knew any rugby terms, I'd say them now because that was a big scrum. It's the only thing I do know. And it was ending up at first down for McMinnville.
Yeah, that was amazing. Particularly, he just didn't quit. And so we're looking at a first down deep in Tiger territory.
1:44 and counting. They come up here. Trips over on the far side for McMinnville. Sullivan shotgun formation. And they're taking some time, maybe too much time. They're going to call a timeout. Let's see what they decide to do. I don't know. Oh, we got a flag over on the far side. Didn't see the official drop that. Here's a score update for you. Thurston 26, Springfield 7. Thurston caught fire so far in the second half.
Another 5-yard penalty against Newberg. Takes the ball all the way down to what, the 11?
Yeah, call it that. 1st and 10 now. Or 1st and 5, I should say. They have to get to the just inside the 6-yard line. Sullivan can hand off to Gibson on the left side. He's going to cut it up. He's going to lay a shoulder down, go forward. Going to be close to a first down near the 5-yard line. Nice job there by Gibson.
Yes, and it's good to see a lot of these McMinnville players are still playing with a lot of heart. And you know they can come back.
Well, still a 2-score game. Still lots of football left.
That's right. They score here, it's going to be a 1-score game.
As they come up to the line of scrimmage now.
About a minute left in the third quarter.
Trips here on the near side. 55 seconds and counting. Sullivan taking his time. Overseeing the defense. He's going to hand it off. And nope, he's going to keep it himself. He's going to go into the end zone. Touchdown, Grizzlies. Kane Sullivan took it out of the bread box and just went into the end zone and took it in himself, 5 yards. And the Grizzlies did what they had to do there, Dick.
Absolutely, and Sullivan, came through when he had to. Didn't run it as many times on this drive as he has earlier in the game, or certainly the game last week, but that was excellent. And now he'll hold for the point after.
On to kick is Bryce Wilson. Wilson had that big interception in the first quarter. On to kick the extra point to make it a 7-point game. Here's the snap. Not great, but they get it off. The kick is up, and the kick is good. Wilson pays the price for it there. And with 42 seconds left to go in the third quarter, it's Newberg 27, McMinnville 20. You're watching the KLY, almost the Yamhill Today game of the week. We'll be back right after this.
At Willamette Valley Orthopedics and Sports Medicine, Their orthopedic surgeons specialize in diagnosing, preventing, and treating disorders and injuries that affect muscles, tendons, nerves, ligaments, bones, joints, and other connective tissues. Willamette Valley Orthopedics and Sports Medicine strive to give you the highest quality of care with the most up-to-date orthopedic surgical techniques and non-operative treatments to help you get back into doing the things you enjoy. Their goal is to help you live your life to the fullest. Give them a call at 503-435-4520. Willamette Valley Orthopedics and Sports Medicine.
Scott here from Big Box Returns, saying every Saturday and Sunday, 9 to 5. Come on down.
We come back here, Brian Erickson along with Dick Mason. And, Dick, 27-20, 42 seconds still left to go in this quarter. Lots of time left to go in the fourth quarter, of course. But the Grizzlies did exactly what they needed to do.
That they did, and now they need to get a stop or maybe an interception. They've had an interception before here in this game.
Here they go. The kick is going to be long and into the end zone. It hits the goal line, I think. And then that's where Newberg will take it. It'll be at the 20. And if you're Newberg, you have to like what you're doing so far. But they really need to take some time off the clock. I wouldn't be surprised to see the Tigers do what they do, just run the ball and just kind of just tick, 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 tick.
Mm-hmm. We're down to what, 42 seconds?
Yep, here in the third quarter, still a fourth coming up. And the Grizzlies did exactly what they needed to do. Just a reminder, we've got Linfield football tomorrow, and you can catch all the action on KLYC radio. Also, if you're in town, you can see them play, as Willamette will be in town. And you got the Ducks down in Stanford. And the Beavers right now, last we had, 21-0. Try to get an update for you here. And here is the handoff. And going forward is 26 there. I thought that might have been Portlock, Dylan Portlock with the run. And he picked up him a couple before being taken down.
Mason Justice in on that tackle, and stopped them before they got much yardage.
That's going to be the key, I think, here for the Grizzlies, as the defense needs to step up as they come on here now, as we're down to 7 seconds. See if they get this last. I don't think they're going to get it off here. They're not, and that will be the end of the quarter. So the end of 3. It is 27-20. Newberg still with the lead. We got the fourth quarter coming up here at YamHillToday.com.
Caring creates healthier lives and healthier communities. And when you need health care, we're here for you, providing medical expertise with a human touch, right here at home, whenever you may need us. From welcoming newborns into the world to life-changing surgeries, routine health screenings to life-saving emergency care, we're here to provide compassionate, high-quality health care to you and your loved ones. From the routine to the unforeseen, we're here for you.
Transitions in life. Sometimes it's difficult. One of the biggest transitions is when a loved one leaves us. Macy & Son is there for you, a trusted friend for 5 generations in Yamhill County. At that time, you will have lots of questions, and you need someone to walk with you every step of the way. Burial or cremation, and a myriad of options. Let Macy & Son walk that journey with you. Macy & Son McMinnville, 5 generations helping with funeral and family needs.
As we come back here to start the fourth quarter of play, and I should make that adjustment here, Dick. What do the Grizzlies need to do you think, in your opinion, to stop this Tiger our offense?
Well, so far I think they're doing it. Stop them at the line of scrimmage, force them to throw the ball, and then hopefully they can get an interception.
Well, as we come out here and
let's get back onto the game,
we
Bob.
Come back here just in time, and a little misdirection there, and it's going to be a short gain up the middle. I believe it was a keeper by Thomas, going to get to the 20, just inside the 25-yard line. As we hit the 8:55 mark, is in 8:55 at night, I should say. And one of the longer games the Grizzlies have been in here in a couple weeks.
That's right.
We've had the running clock for 4 weeks in a row, actually, 3 weeks in a row.
Yeah. Yeah, I found it interesting how Jeff could make predictions about where he would be after the game at a certain time. But third down and almost 7.
Trips here on the near side for the Tigers. Third down, big third down play. Thomas, shotgun. They can blitz is on. They're going to go here. Thomas going to roll out. Looking, throws it, and he underthrows his receiver. Good route there. And I think Selner was there. Thomas just underthrew him, bounced it to him. Going to bring up fourth down now with 11:06 to go.
And a great opportunity because of the defensive play by the Grizzlies. They're putting them in a very good position to tie this game up.
I'll have to make sure they don't make any mistakes here. Back to receive is that maybe Sullivan? No, that's not Sullivan. It's going to be Strong. Okay. Strong back there. I'll say this isn't Sullivan back there, but wouldn't be surprised. As Strong is standing at the 45-yard line, his own 45. Here's the snap. Wobbly one, kind of a sideways one, but it's a kick. It's a pretty good one. Strong takes it at the 42. Going to go, stutter step his way back to the 45 and thrown down at the 49-yard line. And that's where the Grizzlies will have it. Great field position, trailing by 7 with 10:57 to go in this ball game.
Plenty of time and really only half the field. But that was a gutsy return there by, he probably didn't break it the way he'd like to, but he picked up a few yards. And
we'll take it.
Yeah, shows a lot of guts.
All righty, let's see what they can do now as they come out here. And I wouldn't be surprised to see a big dose of Kane Sullivan once again. Church or Gibson. Gibson's back there right now in the backfield with Sullivan. In motion is Blanco. Will they follow him? Gibson is going to get it. No, Sullivan's going to keep it. They're going to put somebody on him and just go right after him. They've got it snuffed out, and they take him back at the line of scrimmage. And coming up there is Brahmer. And you know what? They are going to do that almost every time now, Dick, is they're going to go after Sullivan.
And rightly so. He's a good runner. But at the same time, they've got some other runners in the backfield that I think if they're going to put one guy just on Sullivan, it may create some opportunities. And we got a penalty on the play, and it's a big one.
I didn't even see it.
Personal foul there against the Tigers, and that's going to move the ball all the way down to almost the 36-yard line.
That's a huge break for McMinnville. Both of these teams struggling with personal fouls and penalties all game long. It's now moved to the 36-yard line with 10:49 to go. And the rain looks like it has stopped here now. Here we go, shotgun formation. Hand it off to Gibson, rolls around the right side. Going to try to find a blocker, go around him, breaks one tackle, still on his feet, and he's flung out of bounds down inside the 25-yard line. Nice run there by Mr. Gibson. That was exactly what they needed right there, and they need to mix it up. They know they're not going to throw it much, so they've got to mix it up with the run, and Gibson was huge right there with the big first down to the 24s where they mark it.
Yeah, he's having a good game.
Yeah. 10:38 to go here in the fourth quarter. Shotgun formation. Two receivers, two on the right side, I should say. Sullivan drops back. He has some time. Now he's going to be flushed out. He's got a blocker. He's going to look. He's going to try to find his blocker. Now he's going to try to go forward. He's going to be hit and wrapped up for a loss of 5 back at the 30-yard line. Really nothing there. He tried to make something out of nothing, and they are going to mark him at the 34, but it is a loss of 4, and really nothing there. Good defense there by the Tigers.
Yeah, it looks like they're really keeping an eye on him, and they're not going to let him get loose. You know what I mean? And,
yeah.
And as a result, he's going to have to throw quick and, maybe more screen plays. They had one that was very effective.
I think this defense of Newberg has really stepped up here in the second half. They've looked pretty good here. Let's see if the Grizzlies can try to figure it out here. Blanco's in motion, and they're going to throw it. Sullivan throws it here, has a receiver, and Blanco, he is hit at the right time. Perfect job defensively there by Getz, and Getz got him on the hit, knocked the ball out, third down.
Yep, and a long one. about 15. That'll be interesting to see what they come up with here.
Yeah, I definitely think it's 4-down territory here. They need to probably just try to get half of it here to give them a shot. Just want to say hello to my mother who just texted us and told us good job. So,
oh, really? Well, thanks for that.
Yeah. All right, here we go. 9:37 to go in this ball game. Newberg still with the lead, 27-20. Grizzlies big third down here at the 29-yard line. Sullivan draws back. He's got a little bit of pressure. Looking. He throws it, gets it off. He throws it out of bounds. It was intended there for Wilson, and he threw it out of bounds. Good job there defensively by Getz, who's made some big plays in this ball game. That was a good one there defensively. Going to bring up 4th down, and McMinnville, I guess, Dick, they've got to go for it, trailing by 7. You can't really punt in this situation. Not going to kick a field goal here. They are going to go for it. They have to get inside the 15 to get a first down.
Yeah, tough situation for McMinnville, but they've had gains bigger than this, so let's see what they can come up with.
Over on the far side, you got Strong along with Blanco. Church is in the backfield. The Sullivan's drop back. He's got pressure. He's got to get rid of it. A little screen play, and Church drops it. It was right in his hands. He drops it. He comes up pounding the turf at the 34. He is not happy with himself because he knew he had daylight, and it is going to be a turnover on downs to the Tigers.
Yeah, he had one defender that was behind him, and I think that was what distracted him. You got to catch the ball before you run.
True. 9:28 to go, and the Tigers will have the ball. Can the Grizzly defense come up with another stop? We'll see.
It's possible. Yeah, I don't think this is over yet.
No, lots of time to go. But the defense is going to be asked to do it again. And once again, in at quarterback is Sellner. Sellner, shotgun formation. He's going to keep it. He's going to roll to the right side. He's going to be hit, not before he goes and he lunges forward for about 2.5, maybe 3 yards. Let's say they mark it at the 33-yard line. So a gain of about 4 there by Sellner, and a good job for him. Sellner comes in and just kind of lunges forward his 6'1" body and picked up an extra yard there.
Yeah, he's a good quarterback, but he, had a cramp, had to go out late in the first half, but he's back.
It might be by design also, maybe playing the second and fourth quarter. But we'll see what happens. And they go. The ball's on the ground, and the Grizzlies recovered, I believe, at the 28-yard line.
Yep, I think it was number 34 there. No, it's number 21 that runs away with it. Grayson Seauer.
Seahaver with the big recovery. Going to make his boss back at McMinnville very happy at Big Box Returns. Grayson with a big fumble recovery, and the Grizzlies are threatening now at the 28-yard line. It's a big break they needed, trailing 27-20 with 8:33 to go.
Yep, another opportunity for him.
Opportunities for both teams, and it's like they don't want it. Sometimes they keep giving it back to the other guys. Blanco in motion now, going to the far side. He hits it. He's going to roll, and he's going to be hit in the backfield. That is a great play there on the far side by Dykeman, who comes up and makes the tackle in the backfield. He is so quick.
Yeah, he's very fast, and he had excellent penetration there.
6'1", senior, coming in there, a loss of 3.5 yards. Ball's back at the 31-yard line. We're approaching the 8-minute mark to go. Glad to have you here watching here at YamHillToday.com. Brian Erickson, Dick Mason here tonight.
In for Jeff Ivey.
Jeff is at the Beaver game, keeping us updated. Last time we heard 21-0. As Sullivan goes, he stutter steps, nowhere to go, and he just stays back there, and he just kind of goes back and forth and just kind of stutter steps some more and just stops and decides just to go down for a loss, and it's going to bring up third down. And just not sure what happened there, broken play, but this Newberg defense doing a good job of just collapsing that line and putting pressure now on Sullivan, plugging up those holes that he ran through in the first half.
It's interesting how the game was so offensive in the first half and now we're seeing some really good defense.
Some people might think it's offensive in the second half, too.
Yes, a little
in
offensive.
a different way.
Right.
3rd down and 13, 7:07 and counting. Rain comes back and starting to put down a few more drops here. Sullivan drops back, throws, and it is caught there by White. And it's going to, Wilson, and it's going to be short of a first down as he gets to the 21. Nice job defensively of tackling him as soon as he catches it. And it's going to bring up 4th and 3. They have to get inside the 19. Here they come with 6:39 and counting. And let's see what they do. It is shotgun formation, 4th down and 3. Handoff to Gibson. He goes through, he stutter steps, breaks one tackle, a second. He gets a first down and more, spins his way inside the 15 and gets down to the 13-yard line. Right there was a great play. It was cool to see Sullivan look at his matchup and knew that Gibson could take that one and run right up the middle and get a first down and a lot more. And that's what happened. Ball at the 13, 1st and 10.
It's interesting how McMinnville seems to be aware of the fact they got to watch the clock.
Clock continues, as you say, it's a big part. We're 6:09 and counting. They trail by 7, and as a keeper, Sullivan pitches it to Gibson on the right side. He's going to get inside the 10. He's going to pick up some good yardage down near the 7-yard line, and it's a really interesting on that pitch, though. He waits to the last second, which is kind of scary because it's right at the level of some of those defenders coming right in there.
That's right, it is, and sometimes that ball squirted away from him.
Fortunately, not that time, even though the rain continues. 5:36 and counting. 2 receivers on the far side. Sullivan, shotgun formation. Blanco's in the backfield. And high snap, ball's on the ground. Sullivan picks it up, and he's flung around and then taken down for a loss. And he's just fortunate to get back on that ball because he dropped it on the turf once again.
Yeah, and, maybe he should have just fell on it because they're getting such quick penetration into the backfield.
Yeah.
He doesn't have time to do anything.
Yeah, he just has no time. And really the offensive line, which has done well this season, is having trouble against this defensive line who are so quick and so fast getting in there. One guy who's really caused havoc is Phillips for the Tigers. He's running off there, and watch out. He's coming right after Sullivan. Sullivan draws back. He dumps it off here to Gibson. He goes. He's hit. He spins. He's hit again, and he gets back to maybe the 8-yard line, and that's going to bring up 4th down now and about 5 for the Grizzlies.
And it looks like a timeout.
All righty.
Timeout Grizzlies, which, what are you going to do here?
Well, we'll see. They're going to talk about it, as they will talk about it, and we'll take a quick break. Our score, 27-20, 4:30 to go. We'll be back right after this.
McMinnville Les Schwab is a proud sponsor of Grizzly football on Yamhill today. When you shop at Les Schwab, they promise you the best tire value. This means you get free peace of mind protection and free lifetime tire and mileage care included in your purchase. McMinnville Les Schwab. They want to be the neighbor down the street you know and trust. We thank McMinnville Les Schwab for their support of McMinnville Grizzly football.
Oh, it is 4th down and let's call it 5 for McMinnville as they have to try to put it in once again and try to pick up that first down. Here we go, 4:30 and counting. Sullivan, shotgun formation. 2 receivers here on the near side. Sullivan drops back. He looks to the left. He tries to drop it off to Gibson, and it's incomplete. It hit a defender who was not playing the receiver or the ball. He ends up just turning around, and the ball hits off his helmet and drops incomplete, and it will be turnover on down to the Tigers.
Well, they gave it a shot, but it did not work. However, there's still 4.5 minutes roughly left in the game, and an opportunity to maybe get a turnover and Did it once. Maybe we can do it again.
I'll see as I update the score there. It is 27-20. And here come the Grizzlies now. And you're right, Dick. They're going to have to come up with a stop here as the ball is at the 8-yard line, as you said. And here's the handoff and going through and just kind of pushing the pile forward for a couple of yards. Let's see as Thomas is back in at center, or excuse me, back at quarterback as they get to about a gain of 2 to the 10-yard line as we are approaching the 4-minute mark here. And the Grizzlies need to come up with a stop here. Trailing by 7, 27-20. Let's see, Sellner is now over here as a wide receiver position. Thomas, shotgun formation. And he's going to roll out. He's got pressure. They get it off, and he has a receiver. It is caught at the 20, 25. He runs over the defender at the 27-yard line, and just a big play there once again by Getz, who has been so big tonight for the Tigers. Getz has been impressive. It is going to be a first down and more, as that is what they needed, as they're at the 3:28 and counting now. As they come up here, they're going to take their time as they can and take as much time off the clock as they need to, leading by 7, 27-20, the 3:08 mark. And just sitting there and trying to, that Sellner back in there? I know it's Thomas, excuse me, as Thomas hands it off and going for a short gain to the 30, and then being thrown back is Getz, who has been Mr. Everything here tonight in the second half for the Tigers. And it's going to bring up 2nd and 9. But the big thing is the clock continues to run.
That it does. 2:37 left playing the game.
Just a reminder, next week the Grizzlies will be at home, and they will be taking on Sherwood. Game you can watch and listen to right here on YamhillToday.com. Tigers are at home as well, and they'll be hosting Liberty next week. Here we go. 2nd down and 9. Rain continues to fall. Grizzlies show blitz, and they go off sides. And they're trying to say, no, hey, the Newberg.
Do they move?
Let's see. I don't know. I think Grizzlies went off sides.
That's what the ref says, too.
Yeah. They're putting their hands up like they don't understand, and they tried to draw them off sides, if anything, I think. So they are going to move it to the 35-yard line. Going to bring up 2nd down and 5. 2:07 to go. So it does stop the clock for a little bit, but now it goes back. And that allows Newberg to just take their time, and the Grizzlies don't seem to be in a position to stop them here. So they get a first down. It's pretty much over here. They need to come up with the stop. 1:47 and counting. Thomas taking his time, going to wait until the official puts up the 5-second signal in the backfield. He's just waiting, watching him. The coach says, yep, just wait for it. And he's just standing there. Now he gets the signal. Now he goes under center. Grizzlies show blitz. The handoff and going through is Getz, and Getz goes forward. He picks up about 3 yards to the 38-yard line. And it's going to be a McMinnville timeout. And, well, Dick, it brings up 3rd and let's call it 2 yards. Grizzlies call a timeout, and they have got to sell out now and make a stop here. If they don't, and if they get a first down, this game is over.
Yeah, pretty much. And, boy, it's been close. There are several times I didn't know who was going to win this game.
Well, the first half, it was definitely different. They were able to move the ball, both teams, run it up, run it back, made a couple, had an interception. The Tigers did. Grizzlies had a fumble, and then the second half, the defenses showed up.
Yeah.
So it's a different tale of 2 games, really.
Right. But the ball boys are doing a good job. We'll try to get see if Bob, the cameraman, can get a shot of them.
Bob's doing a great job here tonight.
Running off the field.
The rain and everything
else. In fact,
else.
one of them's got his cowboy hat on, keeping that hat on the whole time.
All righty, here we go. 3rd down and 2. Grizzlies need a stop if they want to have a chance here. They are going to try to sell out. Let's see what Thomas does under center. Getz, I believe, is behind him. They're showing blitz. They try to draw him off. Hand it off. A little bit of a fumble. First down.
Oh, they got the first down.
That is going to be the ball game there as Portlock gets the ball and he rolls off guard and he runs it across the 40, crowd near the 44-yard line is where they're going to mark it, and it is a first down, and the clock continues to run, and it looks like they'll have to run maybe 2 more plays here, but it is going to be a victory here tonight for the Tigers, who really have looked good second half defensively, and they did what they needed to do, and Grizzlies just could not put some points up on that board. And they come up into a victory formation now, and they go, and Church comes flying in, and we got a few words, and the enforcer, Landon Fay, comes in and kind of calms everybody down and says, no, I don't think we're going to do this, and we're good. And so that will be the last play of the ball game, and the Grizzlies go down to defeat by a score of 27-20. And Dick, it was a game that the Grizzlies had a chance, but Newberg's defense shined in the second half.
That it did, and penalties played a role, but overall, an exciting football game.
Yeah, very exciting. Good to actually have a game. The last 3 games we've had running clocks, so it's nice to be in a game where it was not a running clock. Both teams had a good job out there and did well, and and played hard, and that's what you want. And it's nice to see it. Hey, we got the lights out now, but they really they did what they had to do. The Tigers, and that was defense, and that was very successful for them.
Absolutely. And so both teams at home next week, I think you said.
Both teams at home. Grizzlies will be hosting Sherwood, and the Tigers will be hosting Liberty. So the Tigers, they now go to 4-1. Easily could be 5-0, but they'll go to 4-1 now, and they're going to be very happy with that. The Grizzlies, a 2-game losing streak now, as they drop to 3-2, and they're going to have to look to go up against a tough Sherwood team next week. So that's going to be interesting to see. It's great to see head coach Jeremy Johnson of the Tigers out there talking to Kane Sullivan and congratulating him and giving him some nice words as Kane is going back over to the huddle. But it was all Newberg here tonight, and they come out victorious 27-20 in a great Friday night football game.
That it was, and it was a pleasure working with you, Brian.
Hey, Dick, thank you so much for filling in for Jeff. I appreciate all you do, and we'll do it again, I'm sure.
Yeah, at some point.
All right.
Big shoes to fill, but Jeff will be back next week.
He should be. He's at the Beaver game. Beavers are up big, and that's exactly what you want to hear if you're a Beaver fan. Ducks play tomorrow. They're at Stanford, and the Wildcats are home against the Bearcats, Linfield Willamette, here in McMinnville, and you can hear that game on KLYC AM 1260. For Dick Mason, Jackie, Maya, and everybody else back at Command Central, thank you for watching. The Grizzlies lose, though, to Newberg by a score of 27-20. We'll catch you next week here on YamhillToday.com. Have a great night, everybody.
Andrew Physical Therapy, Orthopedic and Sports Rehab wants to see you make a full and quick recovery so that you can get back into life and the things that you like to do. Their friendly staff will listen and encourage and guide you through each step of the rehabilitation process. From low back pain to post-surgical rehabilitation after a shoulder surgery or knee replacement, they are here to help. They also offer treatment for sports injuries and hands-on personal training for those who want to perform at their athletic best. Andrew Physical Therapy, Orthopedic, and Sports Rehab. Give them a call at 503-435-1900. If you are looking for a financial advisor located here in McMinnville, Bethany A. Blinn has you covered. She has a holistic approach and understands what is most important to you, using an established process to build personalized strategies and partnering with you throughout your life to help keep you on track. Her investment philosophy is a long-term approach with an emphasis on quality, durability, historical context, and common sense. Give Bethany at Edward Jones a call at 503-472-0555. And go Grizzlies!
It's time for high school football here on YamhillToday.com.
Sullivan's going to hand off to Raff. Right up the middle. Breaks one tackle. Two tackles. Then they go into the end zone. Touchdown, Grizzlies! Dropping back at Sullivan. He double pumps. He goes to the far side. Has a man wide open. And it's caught. And it's going to be touchdown, Grizzlies!
This season's broadcast is brought to you by Willamette Valley Medical Center, Andrew Physical Therapy, Bethany A. Blinn at Edward Jones, Big Box Returns, Les Schwab Tires of McMinnville, Macy & Sons Funeral Directors, and Willamette Valley Orthopedic and Sports Medicine.
They're going to throw it. Sullivan throws across the middle. It is caught and walking into the end zone. Touchdown, Grizzlies is Gabe Blanco.
Now let's head over to the press box. Here's Jeff Ivey and Brian Erickson.